And I checked. I made sure. I double-checked. The monkey's on the football. This is the closer.
Damn it.
I had one job.
Throw it over there to 8.
And that's the
Ladies
face.
and gentlemen, I did not look like this when the show started. Please avoid the nachos.
That's the face. That's the face he looks like when you throw him a football. He's like, I don't know what to do.
Big thing, go fast, race.
That's what happens when you get the Johnson & Johnson shot.
Only in your Johnson.
So, hello everybody. Let's see who we got out there. Hold on, private chat. Private chat. Click that. Nothing in there. Make sure nobody out there. And Moo, Mystic Guns.
No.
8, Foss, Pete, Scott. Ozzy's out there. What's up, Ozzy? What's going on?
Pete Mouse.
He's out there borking at the moon. Bork. MKJO's out there. What's going on, buddy? Ape, you're out there. You're in here. What's going on, buddy?
Oh, not a whole lot. We had our first 90-degree day yesterday. Sunny for about half the day, but then towards the end of the day, it started getting clouded over and muggy. And oddly enough, it looked like it was raining, but none of the rain was making it down to the ground. So that was kind of weird, but got to take the Challenger out for a cruise, go to the gun shop. I scored a pair of vintage Uncle Mike's grips from my Model 10 for the princely sum of $10 from the one of my local gun stores who he may or may not be open for another year or so.
$10. Nice.
Yep. And
I saw that earlier. Yeah, that's awesome.
They are infinitely better than the old service grips that come on there. But nope, got to go do that. Then got to go have lunch with my family and have some excellent rockin' meatloaf and mashed potatoes and gravy. And it's good. You know it's good gravy when it's got chunks of the beef it was made out of floating in it.
Can't beat that.
Nope. Their pecan pie was okay, but meatloaf was rocking.
Yeah, that's cool. Stan's out there. What's going on, Stan? How you doing, buddy? What are you doing up so late? You need your beauty sleep. You got to do work in the morning. Ape, what's going on with you, man? No, I mean Moo. Whatever. You, the other asshole. Yeah.
I'm the king of the asshole.
No.
I don't know. Just waiting all day for this chat, man. On the subject matters.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cleaned the garage today, and my daughter's home for the summer. Moved her home from college on Friday.
There you go.
And we hit 80 degrees here today.
We were pushing 90 here today too. It's in the mid 80s. Yep.
Yeah, good day to clean the garage.
Yeah, right.
I think I still smell.
You smell like garage and ass. Great.
Oh, I smell something.
And desperation.
And failure. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So just what's up, everybody? Here.
Cool.
Defense Dad.
Defense Dad, what's happening, buddy?
It was about 85 here today. I had to work, scored some ammo this week, got a new backpack. And funny enough, I'm off tomorrow and I'm cleaning my garage.
That's funny. Yeah, we went on the big old road trip today. We took the little dude, drove like an hour and a half, and took him to this like little drive-through dinosaur park thing they set up. You know, they set up these dinosaurs that some of them are really big, like 8 feet tall or something, and they're animatronic and they move and they roar, and they have an app or a website that you go to that has some audio. It has some audio, so when you get to the certain dinosaur, you click it on the app or on your phone, and we played it through the Bluetooth in my truck. And it tells you a little bit about the dinosaur, and you know, it's like 30 seconds or 45 seconds, and then you move on to the next one. So that was kind of fun. he got a kick out of that. And then on the way home, we saw a sign for Reptile Land. So we made a pit stop at Reptile Land, and that was really cool. So we saw some cool stuff there, and he got to touch a big ass boa constrictor or a ball python, a python, we kind of like a zoo, but for reptiles. So that was kind of cool, but that was a long day. I mean, we were 4 hours in the car today and then running around. So
yeah,
pretty wiped out.
Does he have to sit in a booster seat?
Yeah, just a booster. Yeah,
so normal, but just booster with the seatbelt on.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's pretty comfortable for him. It's not. He's big enough. He's old enough for that. So, and what's nice is my truck sits a little bit higher. So, and then with the booster seat, he could see out really well. So we had a good time. It was fun, but long day.
Yeah.
And then came home, grabbed something to eat. I mean, but we didn't get home till like 8 o'clock or something. It was pretty late. And the word for today is ass, Grim says.
And Foss was asked if that was my poop face.
Yeah, I said yeah.
Only after you've had the Taco Bell.
That is his poop face, except it's more contorted than that. And there's more moaning involved.
And a lot of blood.
And some gurgling.
Yeah, his face kind of looks like this beforehand.
There you go. Yeah. So we had a busy couple of days. I had a busy couple of days before that too. I'm pretty beat. We had actually did some food at work. They had an event, a little event in town where the restaurant is, and we did some hors d'oeuvres outside and stuff like that. So actually, for the first time ever, produced food in the name of the new place and in the name of the new restaurant. People dug it, and it was pretty cool. Saw a couple hundred people. Did a few hors d'oeuvres and talked to a bunch of people. So that was pretty cool. A little nerve wracking, doing something for the first time.
What was the hors d'oeuvres?
There are a couple things off the menu, so I'm not gonna get into it, but try and keep that
some type of meat,
some type of
secret,
carbon based,
secret squirrel shit.
Little sandwiches.
Whoa!
Yeah,
Secret Squirrel let you sell that stuff.
Sandwiches.
Last time I tried, he kicked my ass.
Yeah, but we went through a bunch of food, and the owners and had some family there and stuff. So it was fun. We had a good time.
Right on.
But it's always nerve wracking, and since the restaurants, there's no kitchen, there's no nothing. I had to do all the prep. I had to do all the prep at one of our purveyors. Let me use their demo kitchen, their test kitchen in their facility. So I had to go. I was there Friday for like 6 or 7 hours. 7 hours I was there doing prep, and then put it all away, do all that kind of stuff, and then we were back. I was back in there at 7:30 in the morning to finish prep. And we got to get everything all loaded up and drive it all the way to the restaurant, which it was kind of a pain in the ass. It was weird. It was kind of like a reverse catering, because instead of making stuff at your restaurant and taking it to a catering site, I had to prep everything in somebody else's place and then bring it to our goddamn restaurant. So it was
you still got a bunch of dirty dishes in the back of your truck.
It was it was nice because the owners. I was like, how big of a pain in the ass. It wasn't very much stuff. It was just a couple of things, but I was like, do you want me to, I was like, do you want to, because they have a couple of kids. I was like, how about you take that stuff home and have the kids watch that shit? They're like, okay.
You just use DoorDash, man.
Yeah. So yeah, DoorDash it all. But it went well. We got to meet a bunch of people in the community and get the word out and let them see the menu and do all that kind of stuff. So it was neat.
Sort of like a pre-soft opening in a way.
Yeah, it was.
Maybe.
It was. Yeah, it was a good way to see. It was a good way to meet some people and have a not super stressful, not super regimented kind of thing, because it was whenever you're working with the public, it's always kind of a clusterfuck, or it can be. So as long as you go into it knowing that you're just going to try and have a good time and meet people and and make sure the food's good, then it's always a bonus. So try not to put too much pressure on it.
So the hors d'oeuvres were a big hit.
Yeah, it went really well.
Nice.
The owners were super happy. He's actually really surprised because they haven't really tasted anything, off the menu yet, because I don't have a kitchen to cook it in. So, some of the I haven't really worked with a lot of the stuff as far as doing like some of the finishing touches and playing with seasonings and just tweaking. You got to tweak everything a little bit. So this was the first time, and there's still some stuff to be done as far even the dishes we did. It's like because we did them half-assed,
like
you kind of have to the way you had to exactly. There's still some stuff that needs to be tweaked a little bit, but he was, he was really pleasantly surprised. He's like, he even said, he's like, when we talked about the menu and we talked about this kind of stuff, he's like, he's like, I just kind of trusted you, he's like, these are really good. And he's like, I couldn't really wrap my head around like the flavors or what it was going to be like. He's like, it just doesn't make sense to me, but when you have them together, he was just really happy. So it was cool. It was a really good day.
Right.
And it was super nice out. It was warm. It was a little breezy, but it wasn't, we really lucked out. The day before was super, super windy. If we'd have done it the day before, it would have been a nightmare. I don't know what we would have done, because I was cooking outside on portable burners and they would have just been burning. They would have been blowing out. The plates would have been blowing everywhere because you use, plasticware and stuff like that, plastic glassware and stuff. I don't know. It would have been a mess. So we were really kind of lucky that we got it got a little bit breezy when we first started around noon, and then it calmed down, and we were pretty lucky. So, John's Life says, as a dishwasher, dishwashing without commercial equipment sucks ass. It sure do. Yeah.
And you just throw it all into a pile and use the garden hose on it. It's fine.
Well, and that's what happened. I actually had to go down to the restaurant and grab a bunch of stuff and bring it home and wash it at home and then take it back. So I washed everything the first time because it was all downstairs and it was dusty, and you know what I mean, from them doing all the construction and stuff. It just, it all needed washed. So I was like, well, I did it the first time. They can do it the second time. And they were fine. So, he said, John said, I got my first vehicle. I'm making payments on an S10 as of next week. Sorry to hijack this. No problem, man. S10s are cool, man. S10 was the first vehicle I ever drove, was a Chevy S10.
With the handshaker. I bet it was a 5-speed.
Now, is it cool enough to have the jump seats in back, or is it just the regular cab?
It was a 2-door, and then it had the pull down bucket seats. Like
the ones that came from the
side.
Yep.
Yeah, the jump seats.
Yep.
I couldn't fit back there.
No,
really.
I did when I was like 8, but that was about it.
The driver
would have been about. Yeah, it was. Yeah. So, and I remember it was black with tan interior, and it was the first truck I ever drove, and it was the first truck I ever wrecked into something.
Oh, geez.
Which was the first day that I did both.
The bastard who stole that S10 out from underneath me.
Yeah, a lot of firsts that day.
Yeah, I was
infraction.
I was young. It was way before I was 16. But yeah. He says it's a bit rough. 4.3. That's a 4-liter, 4.3 liter. Yeah, it's a big one.
Mhm.
Big
One of the
6.
best motors GM ever made, man.
Yeah, it's a big 6.
Those extended cab S10s, those were awesome. You could fit 2 sets of golf clubs back there perfectly. I always took one as a demo when I sold cars.
Mm-hmm.
It was great because we all played golf quite a bit back then.
Yeah, yeah. He had my grandpa. He had a V6. It was like the 2.8 liter or whatever it was back then. But yeah, it was a good truck. I mean, it was it was an 80. It was like an early 80s, like an 82 or 83, 84, something like that. And I just remember it was pretty early on when you could do like the 4-wheel drive without locking in the hubs.
Mm-hmm.
My my dad had a Ford Ranger, and you still had to get out and lock in the hubs. And with his S10, it was nice. You had a separate, almost looked like an emergency brake or something. A separate little shifter. It was a 5-speed, and then to the left of that was like another shifter. You'd push down the button, and you could put it into 4 high, 4 low, and you put it in, and you were good to go. It was like it was like 4 on the fly, and then when you took it out of 4-wheel drive and put it back into 2-wheel drive, you were supposed to back up like 18 feet or something to make sure it was out, which never seemed to not go out. But I guess that was a possibility that once you took it out of 4-wheel drive, sometimes they would, unless you did that. I mean, there was a possibility it would stay in 4 high or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, it was just supposed to help you disengage it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, but yeah, oh my God, yeah, I did a lot of running around in that truck. Yeah, this is a 96. Yeah, they're good trucks, man. I mean, have fun with it, dude. Good luck. And insurance shouldn't be too much. Insurance should be cheap as shit.
And registration too.
Yeah. Yeah, it shouldn't be expensive to drive to keep.
Unless you're in Michigan insuring it.
Is Michigan insurance high?
We have the your fault insurance. I mean, no fault.
What does that mean?
That means if you crash, it's still your fault. It's your insurance is paying for it.
Ah, no shit. So no matter what happens, huh?
Yeah. Sometimes if it's really like their fault, their insurance company will pay your deductible, but your insurance company's paying the bill.
I heard Squib saying that one time. That's
yeah, and it's expensive.
Yeah. What do you pay for insurance? Like if it was just like, let's say without your kids and stuff, it was just like you and your wife with 2 cars. What's your insurance a year?
I got 3 cars on full coverage, so take the daughter's mail truck wrecking car out of the equation.
The demo derby car.
Yeah, if it was just our 2 cars, it's running about I don't know, $400 a month.
Wow. I think my insurance was like $1,000 a year or something.
I'm paying like $130, $140 a month for my 2 vehicles.
Mine was I forget.
I pay $112 just for mine. I got a perfect driving record, but I bought a car that's expensive as hell to insure.
Right. Yeah,
Wow.
and that, Matt, that has a lot to do with it. We both drive SUVs, so that helps a little bit. Yeah, I've got a good my company's. I've been lucky. I've been with the same company since I've been like 16 years old, and I haven't had anything too major happen. Close together. I've have been some wrecks and shit like that, but nothing too horrible that's been real close together. And yeah, ours is pretty good. I'm pretty lucky. Knock on wood,
Yeah, we jump insurance companies every other year because they jack your prices up, and just hope you'll pay it.
Yeah.
And I go back and forth, It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, that sucks. We've been really lucky. We've never had anything too major happen that's been close enough together to really get us into trouble. I mean, if you have something happen and it's outside of I think they said 3 years. I think 3 years we get a forgiveness or whatever. Where it doesn't really hurt you as long as it's not within 3 years or 4 years or 5 years or something like that. So yeah, we've been pretty good.
And I haven't had an accident since I was in high school, and I haven't had a ticket for 20 years.
Wow.
And it's just, I'm an all-wheel drive car, but the car itself, they just said, yeah, they're really crazy expensive. And I've shopped around, and I can't beat the rate on it. But It's just, for whatever reason, some cars, even though they're a four-door grandpa car, just are crazy high to insure.
Yeah,
parts availability.
My Tahoe did.
And it's a lot to do with parts availability or where they're actually allowed to be serviced, which, interesting fun fact, that's the reason why Teslas are so freaking expensive to insure, because Tesla Motors has locked everything down as far as coding or they can, if you try and repair it, they can and probably will sue you, because whatever little widget you're trying to replace has their source code on it, and they'll get you for intellectual property rights. Welcome to 2021, ladies and gentlemen.
Rob D's got a question for you, Midnight.
I'm gonna steal Moo's tickets and join me at the concert. I don't know what's going on. I was just gonna type. I don't know what's happening. Who are you guys going to see?
I'm not seeing.
Then what the fuck is he talking about?
Bob
Stealing
Saget?
your tickets.
He knows
Bob opened up his pocketbook for tickets to a concert? What?
You and the lady gonna steal Moo's tickets and join me at the concert. I don't know what he's talking about, but I want to know. Now I'm curious. He's probably gonna go see
Barry Manilow.
Dude, I was just gonna say the same thing. It's funny. Yeah.
No, wait, he's going to see the Bee Gees reunion or Reanimated.
There's a big Air Supply concert going on right in his town in New York.
Phil Collins on my R&L displays in the background. That's my 350 Legend.
Hipster.
I like it. I'm anything but a hipster.
Look, it's all you Michiganders and other places that can only use straight wall cartridges that are really screwing it up for the rest of us.
Right. Well, south of the M46 line, that's right.
Wah.
Let's see what's going on in some news today. What's going on in the news today?
Something.
Everything we
where
got.
it is.
Takes everything you got. Court rules. Ghost guns plan can be on the interwebs. And Al Gore's not happy about this. This is not what I made the internet for.
He's still alive?
I think so.
Yeah, they pull
Just
him out
from
of
the neck down.
They pull him out of the formaldehyde vat every couple of months.
Yeah. So-called ghost guns scare the crap out of the left. The problem is they cannot control. The problem is that they cannot control them. It's a weirdly written sentence. Mm-hmm. They can't regulate them. Really? Oh, they can pass all the laws they want. Wow, who wrote this? Boy, this is weird. Tom Knighton.
Get a proofreader, dude.
Yeah, this is weird. Oh, they can pass all the laws they want about it, but you can't really stop it from happening, especially in the era of 3D printers, where you can basically print out an entire weapon. I don't know if you can basically print out an entire. I guess you can, but I don't know. It's going to last more than a shot or two. Instead, what anti-gunners have tried to do is make it so you can't access the files. If you don't have the files to tell your printer what to make, it's a lot harder to make a gun. Unfortunately,
besides the fact that you could just make the plans yourself in any 3D modeling software.
There you go. A court ruling just hurt those efforts. Plans for 3D printed self-assembled ghost guns can be posted online without U.S. State Department approval, a federal appeals court ruled Tuesday. A divided panel of the 9th U.S. Circuit of Appeals in San Fran reinstated a Trump administration order that permitted removal of the guns from the State Department's munitions list. Listed weapons need State Department approval for export. In 2015, federal courts applied the requirements to weapons posted online and intended for production on 3D printers. The San Francisco Chronicle reported. However, 3 years later, the State Department, under the then President Donald Trump, settled a lawsuit by a 3D gun company and ordered their removal. California, 21 other states, and the D.C. Sued, and a federal judge in Seattle issued an injunction last year saying that posting the designs without restrictions could put unregistered weapons into the hands of terrorists.
Well, we're still afraid of the terrorists. If you do this, the terrorists will win. The terrorists will win.
You mean like that terrorist that shot at Scalise and all those? Oh, he wasn't a terrorist, right? He wasn't a terrorist. I forgot. We talked about that last week.
We all know that real terrorists aren't going to bother with the 3D printers. They're going to go down the street and, oh, hey, look, here's a Kalashnikov. Fuck off.
Right. Yeah. So, let's see what else here. Yeah. So they did, of Seattle of all places. I mean, that's even a little hard to believe that a judge in Seattle said it wasn't an issue, but it's cool. Let's see. There's a couple of headlines here that I did not read the article, so let's learn about them together. We can learn about them together, okay?
Together. As a group.
New York Dems target gun industry with a new bill. Democrats in New York are pushing. It's probably Rob D. Rob D is out there probably pushing for gun control. Son of a bitch. Know it. Democrats in New York are pushing a new piece of legislation designed to go around the Federal Protection of Lawful Commerce in Arms Act and allow gun companies and other businesses in the firearms industry to be sued when a criminal misuses their product. We've been talking about this kind of stuff for quite a while, but it seems like maybe there's a new bill. While the PLCAA is designed to prevent such junk lawsuits from being filed, Senator Zelnor Myrie of Brooklyn is pushing a bill that would allow lawsuits to be filed as long as they use a particular legal argument. The Federal Protection of Lawful Commerce in Arms Act gave companies immunity related to the sale or marketing of the product after the act passage. Bloomberg carried out with legal challenges against manufacturers claiming they had run afoul. Okay, so then they did pull that lawsuit, though. That's the one that they pulled because they knew they would fucking lose it.
That was the Sandy Hook one because Bushmaster or whatever marketed it in a way that they thought was not marketable or whatever.
Let's see here. I don't know. Let's see if they mention anything. We can really set a standard that the rest of the nation could follow, that if you are going to make money off of a deadly product, then you should build in the safety precautions that are necessary to protect the product from killing people on our streets, Myrie said. Like they do in cars, you know? Like cars. That's what they do in cars. They make cars so that you can't run people over with them on purpose. This
Unless
guy might
it's a
be
Tesla,
onto something.
in which case it'll run it over by himself.
That's possible.
Do they have the actual name or bill number of this so we could see if there's any like text we can pick apart?
Yeah, let's see here. I don't see anything. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, they're talking about a new bill, but they don't say anything about what the bill is. Talk about Jersey Governor Murphy also included a similar provision in gun control package that unveiled. The gun control groups are pushing Democrats to adopt similar language in as many states as possible. Yeah, they don't mention anything. It's kind of weird. Like they're talking about a new, I mean, for them not to mention the bill number, the number of the bill, you know?
I mean, we can see how long if it does get passed, they'll probably get an injunction filed against it at the first lawsuit.
Yeah, and then it'll go away.
No,
Just like the other one did.
It might not go away. Because if this passes and the injunction, or someone then decides, okay, we can sue whomever because, oh, you made a deadly product, it's going to get bumped up the court until it hits SCOTUS or until the other side or one of the other sides decides, fuck it, we're not dealing with it.
I know I have a I have a chef's knife at work that if I actually try and stab somebody with it, it turns into Nerf. You can't do it. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, but you do realize that's a one-time use knife, right?
Oh.
It don't turn back.
That could be a problem.
Mm-hmm. I mean, just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see how it could really stand much legal scrutiny since it's not the regular consumer laws such as, oh, you made something and it blew, or you made a revolver and it blew up because it's, made out of crap. It's, oh, you made this and somebody used it in a way that was unlawful or hurt somebody else. So much like cars or suing Budweiser because, oh, well, your ex-husband got drunk and beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, you can't legislate misuse of a product. I mean, how the hell you do that? That's crazy. Oregon Democrats vote to double concealed carry permit fee. Democrats in Oregon and the Oregon House passed legislation to raise the state's concealed carry permit fee from $50 to $100 on Thursday, and to require guns be stored in locked containers. As for storage, gun owners are also allowed a second option of storing their firearms in a gun room.
Well, everybody needs a gun room.
Yeah.
What do you think, we're Yankee?
Yeah. Senate Bill
on.
554.
You know you'd want one if you'd had one.
I kind of have one. Uh-oh. Sandman's coming.
Yeah, I had a long couple of days, and today really wiped me out, all that driving. And
all those lizards.
Yeah, all those sleepy lizards, geckos, little chameleons looking all over the way. Hey, what are you doing over there?
And snakes.
Yeah,
Snake.
They had a couple of anacondas. And then they had a boa or boa that was like 20 feet long. It was like a 20-foot boa constrictor.
Yeah,
that thing
are
was
no jokes.
Thing was probably 10, 11 inches across at its widest spot, and I'm like, dude, that could eat your kid, no problem. Not even thinking twice, man. It's crazy. Yeah. So that's Oregon for you. I don't know. It says also ups the fee for renewing a carry permit from $50 to $75. Yeah, that sucks. So here's on to maybe a better one. John Cornyn introduces National Concealed Carry Reciprocity in Senate. Senator John Cornyn, Republican, Texas, introduced national reciprocity legislation for concealed carry in the Senate on Thursday. The NRA-backed bill would treat concealed carry licenses like driver's licenses, ensuring permit holders could drive state to state and have their concealed permit recognized as valid. So, Here's a question, and this is for anybody out in the live chat too. What is, if any, what are, if any, if there are any, what are any downsides to national reciprocity? Other than I have heard people say that, well, if they do national reciprocity, whoever in whatever state in the United States has the toughest standards or the highest standards or the most, whatever you want to say, the most hoops you got to jump through, then that's what they're going to have to go by. So if you got to pay $100 to get your permit and you have to go through 20 hours of training and you have to go through a test, a shooting test, and if one state has you go through all those hoops, then all the other states would have to have you do that too. Now, I don't know if that's 100% true, but I've heard people say that would possibly be. They think they could, it could be a possibility. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is there any downsides to national reciprocity?
Without reading the actual text of the bill, I can't really say anything.
That's true.
Because you don't know what all it's going in there. Or, devil's in the details about how it's all going to work out and everything. And, yeah.
Yeah, same here. But, I mean, come on. Just by the 30,000-foot view, I mean, why not, right? You got a carry permit, why not?
HR 38.
Our Second Amendment did not disappear, and HR 38 guarantees that the Concealed Carry Reciprocity Act of 2021 is a common sense solution to provide law-abiding citizens the right to conceal carry and travel freely between states without worrying about conflicting state codes or onerous civil suits. I am especially proud to have such widespread and bipartisan support for this measure and will work with my colleagues to get this legislation over the finish line, he concluded. Doesn't say anything about specifics.
Just a quick Google search here. Apparently this bill was introduced in the in the 2017 to 18 congressional session and was introduced again in the 2019-2020 congressional session.
So is this the same bill that they were pushing for right around what shooting was it, or what murder was it? There was one, Vegas. No, that was the suppressors.
Yeah, the Hearing Protection Act or something like
Hearing
that.
Protection Act. Yeah. There was something happened and it just sort of got shot down, basically. Something happened. I don't remember.
Let me take a look here. Are we on the 117th congressional session? Okay, yeah. So, the 115th, 115th, 116th, and 117th congressional sessions, he's introduced this.
Mm.
So, let me click screen application.
Moo, while he's doing this, Moo, have you ever showed your daughter or your kids that avatar?
The fat Leonardo?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're like, that's hilarious. Oh, yeah. We all have pretty much the same sense of humor, so. I'm like, you got to see this. She goes, my daughter goes, oh, my God.
You should 100% dress up like that for Halloween.
I have to. I got to find a 3-piece suit that'll fit my
That would be Well, no, that's the benefit of it. It doesn't have to fit. It just has to barely fit.
Well,
Like
the
you
vest
just
needs
get
to
one
be
that's
able to
like
close.
barely. Like it's just like hanging on by a thread, ready to, you know. All right. SCOTUS agrees to hear a carry case. So, SCOTUS, Scooter Crunch. So, this is not new news to anybody. You know that SCOTUS is hopefully going to going to hear a case about carry, and these guys here, clergy in support of the Second Amendment.org, the hell of a website name, did a little article here. And it's why did SCOTUS take this case? There are several reasons why the justices voted to hear this case. And I just thought this was interesting. I didn't read through it yet, but it just gives some possibilities and just talks about it a little bit. And I thought we could go through it here and just see what they have to say. First and most significant, there is a conflict between the courts of appeal on the issue of the right to carry concealed outside the home. This results in the right to carry concealed being constitutionally protected in Illinois and Washington, D.C., but not in the states of New York and California. Conflicts like this are the most compelling reason to accept an appeal. Second, lower courts have been ignoring the clear guidance given to them in Heller and McDonald. Hearing and deciding this case gives SCOTUS an opportunity to give further direction to the lower courts that must, of necessity, decide most cases. Third, several justices have either voted to hear the Second Amendment cases in recent years or stated the court must hear one soon. To include Justices Thomas, Alito, Gorsuch, Kavanaugh. All of these justices are known to support a personal rights view of the Second Amendment. It takes only 4 votes to hear a case, but 5 to win. With Amy Coney Barrett, there appears to be 5 solid votes favoring that all-important personal rights view that may very well decide this case. Chief Justice Roberts is also a likely vote for the right to carry, given his votes in Heller and McDonald, although he has become more of a wild card in recent years. The real wild card is Justice Kagan, who took up shooting and hunting after joining the court and became close to Justice Scalia. They did a lot of shooting and hunting together before his death. She is probably a vote against the right to carry, but could surprise us all. What are the possible outcomes? What would the impact of each one be? Before looking at the possible outcomes, we must take a look at the question before the court. In granting the hearing in this case, they limited the issue. They stated the petition for a writ of certiorari. I hate this word. Certiorari.
What word are you trying to pronounce here?
Sounds dirty.
Certiorari. Certiorari? Why can't I pronounce it?
Certiorari?
I can't.
Circes?
I cannot. For a writ of certiorari, I can't get it out. Whatever.
Certiorari?
It's granted limited to the following question: whether the state denial of petitioners' applications for concealed carry licenses, self-defense, violated the Second Amendment. If this case came from a state that allowed open carry without a license or permit, this would be very bad news because the court could not find that allowing open carry satisfied the Second Amendment's requirements. During the time that the 2A was drafted and ratified, there were in fact several cities and states that restricted concealed carry while permitting open carry. Yep, Midnight went to public schools like me. Yeah. To some degree, that the idea that concealed carry is not protected as long as open carry is available. However, in New York, open carry is not available. Their only allowed method carry is concealed carry with a permit, which is impossible to obtain for simple self-defense. Therefore, the question is effectively, is there a constitutional right to carry for simple self-defense? The court finds that concealed carry. So I've never heard the term simple self-defense. I think that I'm not 100% sure, but I'm assuming that they mean just what it says, like a simple self-defense, like I want to protect myself. Whereas state like New York really wants you to prove in some way that you need to. So it's more than simple self-defense. It's like provable self-defense, I guess. I don't know. Writ of FDM Foss says writ of skeek cirrhosis. Skeek cirrhosis? Okay. So that's an interesting and simple self-defense. I never thought about it like that. But possibility one, the court finds that concealed carry is not protected by the Second Amendment. In this event, 2A rights would experience a major setback. It would not bode well for other 2A cases. But Young versus Hawaii is on its way to SCOTUS. And this case does deal exclusively with open carry. In fact, Young versus Hawaii may be why SCOTUS narrowed the question in this case. There is the possibility that SCOTUS could hear Young versus Hawaii and find that open carry is protected by the 2A. It is important to note that a loss in this case would not affect the right to carry, where it is currently allowed to and protected by state laws. Many states also have 2A analogs in their state constitutions that provide additional protection. Possibility two, the court finds that New York's good cause requirement violates the Second Amendment. I believe that this is the most likely decision. That's kind of what I was saying is that simple defense or simple self-defense, which is used in so many other states. So you can just check or click. In Pennsylvania, it says, why do you want it? It says personal protection. And that's all you have to put. So the good news, the result would effectively be immediate nationwide shall issue. New York, California, and the rest of the solid blue states that are not currently shall issue would have to start issuing licenses to anyone who jumps through all the hoops. The bad news, existing permit license requirements would remain in place, as would training requirements. In fact, some states might try to increase them. The ruling probably would not address or affect reciprocity between states. Possibility three, the court decides the New York law is unconstitutional because any permit license requirement is unconstitutional. This is highly unlikely, but not impossible. Many briefs will point out that 20 states no longer have such requirements, and exactly zero have become the Wild West. Sometimes SCOTUS decides to go all in. However, in this case, I would not hold my breath. What are the implications beyond right to carry? At this point, the High Court has not yet addressed an issue arguably more important than any one ruling: the level of protection to be accorded to the Second Amendment right. There are three levels. Most 2A cases have been decided using the middle level or intermediate scrutiny, but most 2A advocates, including myself, believe that the appropriate level is the highest or strict scrutiny. If in deciding this case, SCOTUS uses strict scrutiny, this would establish this high level of protection as applying to all future 2A cases. This would result in most gun control laws in the U.S. being found to be unconstitutional. How will gun control advocates react if the right to carry is affirmed? This is something we all should start thinking about because it will not be pretty. There is a very good chance that their reaction will be exactly what they threatened last time such a case was before the nation's highest court. A push to fix the Supreme Court by expanding and packing it with justices who will reverse this and many other decisions. Even assuming that Democrats will still hold Senate majority, one death could change that. By the time this decision is handed down, it will be late 2021 at the earliest. less than a year from the critical 2022 congressional elections. Such a radical move would both be likely to fail and cause huge losses in that election. And add this to the massive increase in support for gun rights, and I think the gun control advocates will just have to get used to the right to carry. So I think, Reverend R. Vincent Ward. So he's interesting. So that was cool. I don't know. I just I figured it would be nice to go and read some pros and cons and a little bit of sort of layman's terms in some of this stuff. So it was pretty good. I'm glad I read that. I'm hoping that it goes the way we want it to go. And man, it could really turn some things around for some people in some states, like they talked about New York and California, and even New Jersey, Maryland, maybe. Like, yeah, it'd be so nice to see something like that, something good like that happen.
Okay, so looking at the history of this bill, apparently it passed the House in 2017, but it was also tagged on to 6 other bills with it. It had passed the House 213 to 198, but yeah, when it was introduced in 2019, it got introduced and then just got deferred to the Judiciary Committee and then on the subcommittee on crime, terrorism, and homeland security, and kind of died in committee. But it's got, let's see, the year it was introduced, it had 213 co-sponsors. The year after that, 176. And this time around, it's got 182. But it was introduced on the 4th of January, and the first to last month is when it got referred to the last subcommittee that it got to last time. But, yeah, there's nothing in there stating... Come on, just give me the damn... Oh, text, not summary. Nothing in there stating any minimal training or that. The only thing it says is, this section shall not be considered to supersede or limit the laws of any state that permit private persons or entities to prohibit or restrict possession of concealed firearms on their properties, prohibit or restrict the possession of firearms in any state or local government property, installation, building, base, or park. Then it just goes down here to kind of further reaffirm that a person possessing or carrying a concealed handgun in a state under subsection A may do so in any of the following areas in the state that are open to the public, and its national park, wildlife refuge, any place under the Bureau of Land Management, Reclamation, Forest Service, or Army Corps of Engineers, which I think is already something that has been a thing since, I don't know, was it Bush Jr. maybe? But yeah, just as long as you have a notwithstanding in provision of the law, basically making sure that you're not prohibited federally from possessing a fire or transporting a firearm, as long as you have valid permit and valid ID, and any handgun other than a machine gun or destructive device. So we'll see whether any state will determine that something is a destructive device, or if they're going off the BATF's definition of a destructive device. Can be transported. And I think down here, okay. The court shall award a plaintiff prevailing in an action brought under paragraph 1 damages and such other relief as deemed by the court appropriate, including reasonable attorney's fee. So it almost sounds like if, the state wants to be a dick about it and they take you to court and you win, they have to reimburse you their attorney's fees or whatever they consider reasonable, which could be, a kick in the ass and telling you to get the fuck out and never come back. So.
All right. Let's see what we got up here yet. Couple of Mo things. Christensen Arms introduces their modern precision pistol. And it's funny because when I saw that headline and I clicked on it, that's not what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting like a braced bolt action,
Well, didn't Remington, before they went tits up, introduce something that was like a 13.5-inch barrel Remington 700 action?
Yeah, I do. Now that you mention that, I do remember something like that, actually. Well, this little beast here, Utah-based Christensen Arms have introduced the new modern precision pistol, MPP. MPP. Everybody talks about MPP. Weighing in between 4.4 to 5.8 pounds, depending on calibre. The bolt-action pistol revolves precision in a package that can fit into a standard backpack. The pistol is available in 300 blackout, 223, 6.5 Creed, and 308. Oof, boy, bet that 308 pops a little bit, huh?
Yeah, I've seen the blast off some of those short-barreled 308s, and it's quite impressive. But you're still getting like 7.62 39 velocity or power out of it.
So here's the question: why 223 and not 5.56?
Well, it's a precision one, and usually the 223 chambers are tighter.
Yeah. Not doing the wild chamber. I wonder why.
I can't tell if it's ugly or cool looking.
Yeah, it's not.
It's got the fugly factor going.
Yeah, it's a little funny because, and I feel the same way about other rifles that are like modern like this. Bolt actions is that space above the grip behind the bolt is just really weird to me. How it kind of like looks like there's a chunk of something missing, But I'm not going to dog it. The pistol available in 300, 223, 6.5, 308 with barrel lengths ranging from 7.5 to 12.5. Here's what Christensen Arms have to say about the MPP. It's got that folding brace on the back, too. Proud to announce a new modern rifle weighing in at was created for situations that require a lightweight, compact firearm, such as backpacking or backcountry hunting. Building upon the success of their modern precision rifle, the modern precision pistol is purpose-built, bolt-action pistol chassis. It is initially available in 4 calibers with a muzzle threaded barrel in lengths ranging from 7.5 to 12.5, creating an ideal suppressor host.
They need to get a proofreader too.
I wonder.
Muzzle threaded barrel.
I wonder what size red dot that has on there to make it a precision. Shooter.
Yeah.
I don't know those three MOA RMRs are pretty precise.
Oh yeah,
if you do your
leaf
part.
that at 1,000 yards, no problem, right there.
Well, I don't think this is meant to be that 1,000-yard rifle. It's meant to be that 300-400
modern precision pistol.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a pistol, just like their rifle is a rifle. Words have meanings.
Yeah.
Pistol.
Is that going to have a red dot on it too? I doubt it.
Pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
It's a modern pissed off. Here we go. Well, I will say this. Okay, so here's, and this kind of ties in a little bit with what Boo's crying about, is the new MPP's standard features include legendary carbon fiber barrel, adjustable side baffle brake, precision precision machines action and fluted bolt, oversized bolt knob, and 20 MOA rail. You wouldn't need a 20 MOA rail if you weren't shooting it at long distance.
I mean, in all honesty, we can clearly see all they've really done is, hey, we can take the shit we're already making, screw in a shorter barrel,
Yeah,
put in
chop
this
it
little
down.
system, and there, we've got a new product. They're not gonna, it's how much harder is it for them to not put a 20 mil rail on it and just put a regular
Right.
thing on it? Not a lot, but it's more. But there's a lot more of the production machining and then making sure that, these are the 20 MOA rails. These aren't like the 10 or the 0 MOAs.
Yeah.
So, not making fun of it though, but I'm trying to wrap my head around practical application, because your first thing, it's folding backpack truck gun, but it's a bolt action. So
some people prefer bolt guns.
Well, I mean, if they're talking about hunting, like Pennsylvania, you're not allowed to use a semi-auto to hunt. You're not allowed to hunt with semi-auto rifle.
How about semi-auto pistols?
Like deer. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure about the laws, but I know if you're hunting deer, you're not allowed to. You like I wouldn't be allowed to hunt with an AR or an SKS or something like that in Pennsylvania. So if you were going to hunt with a bolt action, well, see, that's the thing there too. Like you said, it's a pistol, so it's a
precision pistol.
I'm not making fun of it. It's got practical applications of a bunch of different guns. For me, the package, I just can't think of a scenario I would use it for. But that's just.
I mean, in all honesty, if it wasn't for the NFA, this would be considered a backpack rifle. Something that was nice and short, that folded up to where you could throw it in your backpack and not have to be dealing with a full-size rifle. Or if you got, say, a slightly longer barrel and you wanted to use a suppressor but not have like this 30-inch smoke pole that you're catching on stuff, it'd be the perfect little gun. Put a regular red dot on it, and if it was a rifle, use it as a rifle. But since this is a pistol, use it as a pistol. NSA handler who didn't send me chocolates last night, even though I told you what you wanted to know. Ooh, and yes, being Christensen Arms, it's going to have a very, very proud price.
Yeah, $2,300. I just, when you look at it, like 7.5-inch barrel for the 300 blackout. Why? It's
like the optimized.
That's short, man. Yeah,
not for the blackout.
It's not though. That's short. I mean, that's
the 300.
That's slowing that bullet down a lot.
Look, from the white paper that I've read from Advanced Armaments, who are the ones who push 300 blackout to get SAMI specified or to get a standard spec, it is designed for that 7.5 to 10.5 inch barrel. That's the optimal area, because what it's using is Magnum pistol powder. For most of the, or according to my reloading manuals, most of it is Magnum pistol powder. It's not, the quick burning powder like you'd have in 9mm or the much slower rifle powder, but it's going to be, that same area.
I just think if you're going to do the other ones in 10.5, 12.5 inch, why not the 300 blackout and get a little bit more velocity out of it? That's what I mean. Like, why shorten the 300 blackout all the way down to 7.5 inch if you're gonna do the other ones in 10.5 and 12.5? Why not just do them all in 12.5 or all in 10.5? I guess not 10.5, but I mean, I don't know if it was. They have their reasonings, I guess. I'm not going to argue with them, and it's a $2,300 firearm, so I mean, they know what they're doing, or they wouldn't be doing it. So it's just weird to me that you wouldn't do maybe the 300 blackout and the 223 in 10.5, and then the Creedmoor and the 308 in the 12.5. I'd really be interested to see the accuracy that you get out of like the 6.5 Creedmoor if you put a really nice scope on that and shot it at 1,000 yards compared to a full-size rifle. That's what I want to see. That's the kind of videos I like. I'm interested in. Like in seeing is you take a rifle like this, a bolt action precision pistol with a 12.5 inch barrel with a 6.5 Creedmoor at 1,000 yards versus a Christensen .308 or 6.5 Creedmoor in whatever, 16 inches, 18 inches, whatever they pick, and the same action but a longer barrel, and see what the accuracy differences are because of the velocity lost.
I think might have been Firearm Blog or Truth About Guns did something years ago about the super short, like 10-inch 300 or like 10-inch 308 Winchester, and it's a trade-off. You're going to be hitting that transonic area a lot sooner with the shorter barrel because of the lower velocity, but the shorter barrel is also a lot more rigid than even if you got a heavy bull barrel all the way out. It's it's like taking a piece of half-inch PVC pipe that's a foot long, trying to bend it, and then getting a 5-foot chunk and whipping it around like a wet noodle. Yeah,
and there is 100% because even when I bought my 308, I have a 24-inch barrel, 24-inch or 22-inch, 24-inch, I believe. But they also make the same thing in an 18 or a 16 or something like that. So you see, I know the Remington 700s, they do some of those SPSs or whatever they are. They were in like a 16-inch. They were a 16-inch barrel, and you have the velocity loss, but other people, some people don't like. They want the velocity, but other people like them because they're shorter and they're stiffer, and they say that helps their accuracy. I don't know. Yeah, Paul Harrell did barrel length. Yeah, I know. But I'd love to see somebody do. This is things that it'd be really interesting for the company to do and do videos on themselves, and just and do like, okay, here's this rifle versus the precision, or this pistol versus the precision rifle, same setup, same action, same ammo, same whatever, except we're going to put a 18-inch barrel on one, and we're going to have a 12.5-inch barrel on the other, and we're going to look at the accuracy. I'd love to see that video. That'd be super awesome to watch. Other people would think it's the dumbest fucking video ever. I understand that, but I would really enjoy it.
More than likely people would think it was all fake since it's the company posting it itself.
True.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want a fair and unbiased opinion, send Midnight $3,000 and he'll buy one.
No, I'm going to need
$6,000.
Because I'm going to need one of each.
Yeah, two. At least two.
Yeah, but I don't think that their precision... I think their precision rifles might go for like 21 or 15, maybe.
Oh, well, shit. Either way, I need one of each, so then, yes. Either way.
Send all monies to shooting under center at Waffle House IHOP Incorporated.net.
It's shooting all over the fucking place at wafflehouse.com.
.io/net.
Yeah.
It does have a cool flat trigger, though, if you scroll up just a little bit.
Yeah, that's cool looking.
Kind of cool. Vertical grip.
Yeah, I want to. I want to trash it and say that it's fucking stupid, but it's not, and I think it probably has its place. The thing is, if it was, if it's intended to be, if its main intention is for hunters, it's still a pistol, so you'd have to go with the pistol laws, and then you could use a semi-auto. So, using a semi-auto AR would be, I don't know, more of a go-to, I would think, than something like this.
I know, and it could just be, and we're making fun of the fact that it has a red dot on it, or it could just be Christensen Arms legal or marketing department going, oh, if we put like an actual rifle scope on here, people might think that we're promoting using it as a SBR rather than as a braced pistol.
And another
fake news.
Yeah, I'm gonna need 2,900 for one, 2,100 for the other, and then about $3,000 for a couple of boxes of ammo.
Well, wait, Stan from SS Pawn was in here. I'm sure he could cut you a deal.
Yeah. Anyway, $2 a round for 223. Sure.
Oh no, 6.5.
Oh, that's true. Keltec, the P50 is now shipping! Exclamation point! Crazy! Bow, bow, bow! Smiley face. So I remember when this guy first. We talked about this guy for a little bit. It's Keltec. It's pretty futuristic looking. It's kind of crazy looking. Big honking pistol with the
P90 mag.
What did you say?
P90 mag.
Yeah. But there's a term for that kind of mag. What do they call it?
Horizontal coffin mag. No, wait, a coffin mag would be more than two.
No, I forget.
It's a horizontal magazine.
Yeah. But it's kind of cool because it's in the 5.7, the 5.7 by 28. So which is neat. I'm glad it's coming out. I'm not a big pusher of Keltec stuff. I've never shot a Keltec. I don't have anything horrible to say about them, other than I think design wise, some of their stuff's pretty fucking weird looking. But I'm all for somebody else getting on board here with another 5.7 by 28 because I think with Ruger doing the 57, there's becoming a nice little market out here for it. So if a couple of cool guns come out that are reasonably priced, like the Ruger, and what this is, let's see if they have a price on this bad boy here.
Isn't an MSRP for right around 1,000 or something like that?
I think you skipped it on the bottom line there.
Did I? Oh yeah, $1,000. Suggested asking price. That's weird that it's not. It's weird that they say suggested asking price, not MSRP.
Maybe they haven't made up MSRP quite yet.
Yeah. But it's a big old blaster, man. I mean,
But it's only like
crazy.
3.5 pounds.
Yeah,
Which for a pistol is a fair amount.
Yeah.
I don't know if you didn't have to like break it in half to put the magazine in it. If you could just like slide it in and out like a VHS.
No, the top hinges.
Yeah, so you're pretty much breaking it in half.
Yeah. That's kind of neat though. It says not marketed with a pistol brace. The P50 has a QD sling point at the bottom of the pistol grip and another sling attachment near the rear of the frame. That's kind of neat.
Someone's going to come up with a way to brace it anyway.
And that's what Keltec said. We're going to look to the aftermarket to make a brace for this thing.
Yeah. That is a wild looking magazine, though.
I like how the light's right up there where you're like sighted.
Yeah.
And it's got one of those low mount clamps.
That's a precision pistol if I ever seen one.
If I ever seen one, you can. You just gotta sight over top the flashlight and you'll be good to go.
You just stormtrooper it, man.
Pew pew pew. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this, but I saw the word belt-fed 12-gauge upper receiver for AR-15, and I clicked on this son of a bitch real quick. So let's go to this guy's.
Just the video.
All right, hold on. I don't think I.
Yeah, we didn't hear sound.
Yeah, as soon as I clicked it, I was like, you know what? I don't think I hit sound. Share audio.
Audio.
Right, here we go. There we go. Let's do this.
Spicy Friday.
Yeah.
Spicy fries?
Spicy Friday is never very spicy. Have you ever noticed that?
No.
Never watched them.
No.
Well, you're not missing anything.
Yeah, never really spicy. If you want to troll if you want to run around the internet on Instagram and talk shit, this is the place to do it. The Closer is the place to do it. Spicy Friday is not very spicy. And he says it's spicy meatballs all the time, but those meatballs aren't very spicy at all.
Got it. Oh, I already love it. Oh,
I'd like to know what he's using for lengths.
That's just good, clean fun there, man. That's American living.
American living.
Must be using like cloth belts.
Just have a lot of prairie dogs.
Those last couple ripped off pretty quick.
I'll teach them gophers.
Shut up and take my money.
no kidding. That's awesome.
Yeah, those last 8 or 10 or whatever that was, they went through there pretty fast.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it a lot.
I love it a lot. I like it a lot.
They'll keep working on it and keep working on it and keep working on it, and
Yeah, I can see a legit purpose for that rather than that at Christian Arms. And the purpose for that one is because I fucking said so.
Except
Yeah.
it's it's post mounted.
Oh,
Well,
you
so
could
you mount.
What do you want me to was? I could hit fire that.
So
Okay, where are you grabbing it?
yeah, or you mount it on the top of like your Jeep or out of your sunroof or something. You figure something out. It's no big deal. You figure something out.
You're on top of my Chrysler.
There you go. ELR. So that's extreme long range. Shooter Aaron Meese makes 3-mile shot with no arms. So we went from Christensen arms to no.
Jesus Christ.
Friends with Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah.
You do stuff for others.
This guy says pew pew and feet. This guy got pew pew
Christensen
feet.
arms to Christ arms.
Chris, Jesus Christ, no arms.
Oh, I'm going to hell.
You're already here.
Aaron Meese, known as Chamber Break in the ELR extra long range world, is an impressive shooter. He can boast a number of serious accomplishments, including some 2,700 yard impacts with a 375 shy tack, 10 for 10 in a 10-inch circle with a 308 at 901 yard. It wasn't a big deal until he hit 901. 900 yards, it's like whatever. But that 01 really.
Yeah, what a wuss.
Yeah, bitch. And 8-inch to 10-inch groups at 540 yards with a 22 long rifle, among others. And as if a man could end you, as if a man who could end you from a different zip code wasn't extraordinary enough, Meese brings an added layer of badassery to the formula. He does all this with no hands or arms. Having suffered a tragic auger accident when he was just 5 years old, Meese has never let his early double amputation slow him down. His personal motto is forever forward, backward never, and it shows. Now Meese has a new amazing shooting accomplishment to add to his resume, a connecting shot at 3 miles. Most of us who can brace a rifle on our shoulders, don't pull the trigger with our toes, would have real trouble managing such a feat.
That's actually pretty badass.
That's fucking, yeah, that's
Think about
crazy.
that. Like he had to like double himself over, support his torso, get a cheek weld, and fire with. I mean, that's freaking amazing, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy. For perspective, with the target in question measuring 52 inches at over 5,280 yards, that's right about 1 minute of angle, or equivalent to hitting a 1-inch target at 100 yards. Add in numerous additional considerations for factors like the wind and bullet drop, which would provide significantly more interference for a one MOA shot over 53 football fields worth of distance than over just one, and it's not hard to see why this hit is so remarkable. KDEX Defense posted that the rifle used was one of their CDX-50 tremor actions for 416 Barrett match in a Cadix dual strike chassis. More chassis talks. Built by Vestal's Custom Rifles. Cadex and Vestals both reported that not only was Meese able to use his rifle to make a 3-mile connection, but 3 other shooters that day managed the same feat. Damn. Pretty awesome. Yeah, he said it.
Punny.
Oh.
Very punny.
Punny motherfucker. Especially huge congrats to all 4 shooters. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Is there a 3-mile club? That's 5,280 yards or 53 football fields.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pew pew.
Interesting.
Yeah.
My cousin lost her leg in an auger accident, as a matter of fact.
Is she a good shot?
No.
Oh. Well, then she's not.
Is she just a one-legged, angry little person?
She works at IHOP.
Oh.
Some bitch.
You stole that joke from somebody else, didn't you? That was on Matt's chat.
She actually did. She doesn't work there, but she did. She stepped on a pile of corn in the barn, and the auger took her down.
Yeah, farm equipment's nothing to fuck around with.
They should ban corn.
They should put warning labels on those PTOs. Oh, wait.
They do.
I got one of those.
A warning label on an
Pew,
auger?
pew, pew. Not a pew pew.
Ooh.
No, it's a woo-woo. It's from Germany.
Oh, this thing's actually pretty cool. I remember this.
A
was
self-supporting rope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to build one of those.
Yeah,
I
what
didn't see this.
the fuck? How the?
Simple.
My brain
Tension
doesn't.
with the ropes.
Well,
Yeah.
that center rope is what's tensioning it to pull
Yeah.
the downward force, and the 3 around it are what's stabilizing it, keeping it from being able to tilt one way or the other.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
cool. I really want to try my hands building.
I mean, I get how it just. I understand how physically it works, but
It just broke your brain.
my brain, yeah, man, some bitch.
Well,
Oh man, there's some out there. If you watch videos, there are some that are a lot cooler than that.
Mm-hmm.
You can make chairs that way. Not for my fat ass, but
Oh, you puppy.
You can make chairs that other people can break.
I'd have to use like backup toe chains for mine.
Well, there you go, Midnight. You need to make one of those chairs for little man and tell him that's the timeout chair. If you cause it to fall over, your time's not out.
Ugh, timeouts, man. We threw a lot of timeouts this week. I'll tell you what. Women charged with arson, attempted murder.
She's like, yep.
She's like, you bet I did, motherfucker. I burned
I'll
that
do it
motherfucker
again.
down.
Give me my Salems.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
My
This is
brother-in-law.
Just fucking lit the trash can on fire, dumped it in the fucking living room. Dude, she's about to burn the fucking house down, dude. Living room. Oh, this is now third.
Dope. Gail Metwally, 47, of Elkerton, Maryland, set multiple fires to a house, then sat a chair on the front lawn where she watched. She's been charged with first-degree and second-degree attempted murder, first-degree arson, first-degree assault, 2 counts of malicious burning, 1 first-degree, 2 counts of malicious destruction of property, and 2 counts of reckless endangerment, and 1 count of being a crazy fucking chick.
I told that son bitch to quit having his dog poop in my yard.
Yeah, for sure.
no. I'm sorry.
Well
When you start
done.
lighting when you start lighting things on fire and sitting out in the front yards, you are no longer a chick. You are officially a bitch.
Yeah, right. Well done, officers. Good job. They got some Newports off the street.
Lame.
Mortal Wombat.
Portal. That's a fun game.
Portal Wombat. Yep.
And that movie was okay.
Tom Brady is dressed like he's going to kill Roger Rabbit and the rest of Toontown.
I mean, it's a nice suit. The hat's a little much, though.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat was very high on the meh scale.
It had its moments if you were into moments of saying brutal.
It was, the fight scenes were kind of cool, but I don't know. It was okay. It wasn't great. I'm glad we didn't pay a bunch of money to see it. How about that? Where's freaking Jorge? Where's George at tonight? This is right up George's alley.
Well, did you tag him in it?
No, I should. Here we go.
So this is where you're hanging out when you're not on the chat.
Yeah. Ah. Now I see.
Is that Jimmy Olsen?
Why not in the chat tonight? Oops.
Getting way moist.
Getting a beeger from a nerd. Oh my god! Oh my god!
From Jimmy Olsen, man.
The Yankee Marshal.
That's too skinny to be Yankee.
Roller skates. There we go. Just causing a little trouble here on the closer. Bam. The burnt cheese in the oven, watching me cook more shit instead of cleaning it.
Look, you haven't completely carbonized yet, all right?
Yeah. Divorce selfie. Boy, she looks real happy, doesn't she?
Like, what the fuck?
Oh, this is pretty cool.
Oh, Mahjong?
This is pretty neat. Yeah, check this out, though.
What you know about
down in the deep when the brain
push everything in there, right? And then it like stacks them for you and pops them up.
Wow,
that's laziness I can get behind.
I mean, that is just from a mechanical
awesome.
design point of view, that's pretty neat. Wait, it was green backed tiles, and now it's
they'd probably have two sets. It probably like sorts them or something, and then spits out the next set. Yeah, it's pretty cool though.
Very nice.
Yeah. Somewhere out there is a 2-year-old girl whose mother is a stripper, her father is a crackhead, and her grandpa is president of the United States.
Poor bastard.
Poor kid. Yep. These are over at the AlanAnchor.com if you're looking to buy something fun. Cash, brass, or ass. Nobody shoots for free. I like that.
Mm-hmm. And if you can't read, there's a pictogram one.
Mm-hmm. I didn't watch this yet.
Person who says what he thinks, and I don't hide the fact that I wasn't a fan of our last president's character issues. And I'm also no fan. Aren't you embarrassed?
No.
And I'm also no fan of the president's. Now, you know me as.
You're like, all right, time to go, Mitt. Sorry.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Just in case anybody, just so everybody knows, fully vaccinated people can operate a forklift without certification.
Bullshit.
That's just dumb, but I thought it was funny. White Claw is for people who don't eat pizza crust, and Four Loko is for people who eat other people's pizza crusts.
That's true.
Four Loko is for people who eat pizza crust out of the garbage, this guy says.
Having Four Locos got pulled off the shelves like 10 years ago.
They're back. I think they're changed now.
Probably don't have as much or any alcohol in them.
So, I don't know. Oh, that one's not playing. It's weird.
Ooh, is that an open face Reuben?
Yeah. I skipped a couple. The new server, are you two friends? Head chef? No. Sous chef? Yes. Little anchovy vacuum seal. I don't know what that's about. This one's fucking crazy.
More
This
grease
is why.
fires.
Nope. This is why.
Ooh,
What the hell?
This is why whenever you light a gas oven, it's always nice to check and make sure it actually lit.
except for the
Boom.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, it almost looks like it, like the explosion came from the back, like their freaking gas line or fitting wasn't.
Yeah, could
to
be.
par.
I don't know. Yeah. This one. So, come on.
A woman is in
There
tears
you go.
as she's charged with mowing down a police officer while driving drunk.
I'm sorry. What are you sorry for? I'm sorry that I hit him and I said.
Now look at this. It's the same woman just hours earlier as she live streams a podcast in which she appears to be drinking shots and washes it down with Snapple. She ends the podcast this way.
The police. Where were you coming from? I was from the podcast.
The dead officer Anastasio Sakos was directing traffic at an accident scene on the Long Island Expressway when Jessica Bouvet allegedly plowed into him at around 2 a.m. Cops say the woman with her front windshield shattered fled the scene, sending other cops diving out of her way. When they chased her down, they say she threw her car into reverse and rammed a police car before they could take her into custody. The 32-year-old suspect allegedly told cops she smoked marijuana before she got into her car. 43-year-old Sakos leaves a wife and 2 children. He was a beloved figure in his neighborhood. Heartbroken.
Yes.
At his daily briefing, Mayor Bill de Blasio called for a moment of silence.
It was heartbreaking.
What do you want to say to the officer's family?
I'm not scared of the police. Otherwise, there would be songs like "Fuck the Police." We want you to know we don't give a fuck about you, your mama, your children, your wife. You're nothing. You're nothing. Us. Blood spray, roaches, infestation.
Oh, carry. That's great. Final last words, right? I like this one. I don't know if anybody saw this meme. This is pretty good. That's pretty fucking funny right there. I like that a lot.
wah wah.
Yeah, so here's a Reuben. Looking pretty good so far. Things are looking good. things are looking. Wait, what? Hold on a second.
Coleslaw?
Hold on a second. Look at this fool putting coleslaw on a Reuben.
I'd be willing to give it a try.
Is that why you wouldn't tell us your appetizers?
Yeah. Yeah. Don't
he
be
doesn't have
coming.
a kitchen. He's really doing one of those cheap. Yeah, I can't even think about it. The Lunchables.
Yeah. Don't be coming into don't be coming around me talking all this nonsense like there's supposed to be coleslaw on a Reuben. You can get the fuck out of here with that shit.
No.
If this is you, you better lower your motherfucking tone when you talking to me.
Okay. If this is you, you better shut the fuck up
If this is
Preach.
I don't know what this one is. Oh, this is funny. This 100% reminds me of like parties when I was in college. Oops.
Oh shit, who invited these guys?
Yeah.
Oh shit, who invited these guys?
Like somebody is always loud and somebody always says something about or to the cops, and then you can hear the other guy in the background is like, oh Jesus Christ. Like, oh, shut up, shut the fuck up, man. This is kind of neat. Just this guy has a longer putter. He putted 2 balls at the same time, and you
Two
can
balls,
see
one cup.
different lines. They kind of cross, and you can see the different lines they took, and they both went in. It was just kind of neat. I don't know.
Huh.
It's kind of fun to see how off of one end of the putter to the other, the ball acts differently, you know?
That was Rodney Dangerfield's putter and Caddyshack.
Are you donut? How good are your donuts? They aight. When your donuts aren't great, they aight.
Only Stoner seems to free his mind.
This guy says next door is a doctor's office named UBI. So last week was, there was a bunch of LeBron James shit coming out because of the dumb shit he said. And they suspended the one cop that did a little video, and there's a GoFundMe that went pretty good. And we got pretty high as far as I saw. I don't know what it's at now, but if men are agreeing with you, you said something stupid. You are absolutely right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Should be all right.
Yeah. No, this story is not about Jeffrey Epstein, even though it should be. New York City corrections officer charged after watching inmate hang himself. God, please give me a sign for what to do with my life. Try drugs.
Just give it a try. Just give it a try, Chris.
Jeebus, take the wheel. Try drugs.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh. This is
y'all gonna kill me like Makai Bryant? Fuck.
Are you gonna stab somebody like her?
No,
Okay.
she called y'all for help. Fuck is you talking about? Get your goofy ass. I can't. And you just said that on camera. This shit going viral. This
shit going
No,
viral.
it
Yeah,
ain't
'cause you're
going
an
viral.
asshole. It did go viral because you're an asshole.
You're an asshole. Fucking asshole.
Stupid. You gonna kill me? Are you gonna try and stab somebody? Then that's a. And if you do try and stab somebody, don't run from the cops if they got a taser and they're good with them.
Run.
The freaking Burger King kids thing. And a beer. This dude is living the fucking dream. I spilled my beer.
You just get launched. Drink water. Moisturize your skin. Speak the truth. Eat some juicy farts. Take long shits. Stretch your penis. Speak to invisible people. Mind your own business. Understand. Heal. Come.
Okay.
This trash can Paul, they do some funny shit, man. That's got some funny shit on it. Eat some juicy farts, take long shits, stretch your penis. It's funny. So dumb. I like this one. When you're working under your truck and you hear the Harbor Freight jack start to make weird noises.
That's no shit, man.
It
Does
shows
that
that we're
mean I
pointing
shouldn't start doing my brakes tomorrow?
What was that sound? There you go. I want to. I mean, there we go. Joe Biden allegedly plans to ban menthol cigarettes. You guys heard that, right? I'm sure that's gonna that's gonna make him some friends.
Does he even know what menthol is?
First tonight, a nightmare attack on a couple relaxing in their home when someone forces their way inside and assaults them with a hammer.
It is the kind of thing you hope never happens to you or your family.
So, the guy says, I heard a commotion going on downstairs, and I thought, well, that's more than two of our cats. I have a firearm, I keep a pistol, and I grabbed it. David De Hoyo says he then went downstairs and found Herbert.
Herbert.
In one of their rooms holding a hammer and banging on the walls. David said he'd never seen Herbert before, but that he didn't say a word or appear to be stealing anything. That's when David De Hoyos was attacked. Then we struggled. He was taller than I was. When we were face to face, chest to chest, and doing that dance, I stuck the pistol in his side and pulled the trigger 3 times. At some point during the struggle, Lisa De Hoyos ran into the room, saw her husband in danger, and tried to help. She was hit in the head twice with the hammer. There was no hesitation to try to step in between what was happening, Lisa De Hoyos said. The couple says they don't remember much else. David De Hoyos was able to get help, and when police arrived, Lisa and David De Hoyos were taken to the hospital by ambulance, and as was the suspect. He had a broken orbital bone, his face all jacked up. He got hammered, man, but I mean, this dude took 3 shots from a pistol, and still did all that damage. I mean, just think if they wouldn't have been able to defend themselves to the point that they did, you know?
Nuts.
New York Outcast says the black enough people should be happy about the menthol thing, right? Is that a typo, or didn't you mean to say that? Black enough?
Joe saying that you vote not for me, you're not black.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty nuts, right?
Some of these
that
things
is
are crazy.
That is like my brain doesn't even process what's going on right now. Like, that's fucking insane. That's so cool. Yeah,
that's really good perspective.
Mm-hmm. Hunter Biden teaching a class on fake news is like Ted Bundy teaching a class on dating.
Oof.
Here, you like this one? That time I went to school as Humpty Dumpty for nursery rhyme day, but ended the day as a ball sack.
That's nuts.
That is nuts. If I had a carrot for every used car battery I've thrown in the ocean.
That too is nuts.
I don't know how the hell that's physically even possible, what's going on there, but it looks like it is.
Mm-hmm.
If a flatworm's head is cut off, not only does it regrow its head and brain, but the new brain contains all the memories of the old brain.
I'd like to know how you know for certain that the brain contains the old memories.
So that, and I knew as soon as I saw this picture that I was going to need to look through the comments. This does not look like a flatworm. My mind sucks. How did they prove it? That's a dick, not a worm. Old dick worm. Here's Here's a fun game. Call an auto parts store. Tell them you need a water pump gasket for a 1997 Toyota Tacoma. Tell them you were in another store earlier and you were given the wrong one, and you want to be sure that they have the right one. Ask them to describe it to you. You'll never get a bad answer.
There you go, Moo.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, live stream it. Put them on speaker.
And I'm looking for this gasket. But it's kind of a weird shape. What does it look like again?
It's always leaking on one end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, got a leak on the left side.
And kind of sagging in the middle there.
Toast sandwich. A toast sandwich is a sandwich with 2 slices of bread, and the filling is a thin slice of toasted bread, which may be heavily buttered. An 1861 recipe says to add salt and pepper to taste. This is the most British thing I've seen all day.
I was just going to say, that's like Rick's life as I see it right there.
It's Rick's breakfast. That's a breakfast sandwich in Rick's house. Except they put a little baked beans on it or something.
Let's put a cucumber in there.
Macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
How can
When you forgot to lock when you forgot to lock the bathroom the bathroom door and you see the doorknob turning. What the fuck? I'm pooping.
That doesn't bother me if I'm at home, but if I'm in a public place, I'm like, did I lock that door that's 8 feet from me now?
Yeah, you freak out, man. You start sweating. You're like, oh, man.
I already had my shirt off and everything.
No, it's different at home, man. If you have kids, you're dead quiet. You shut the door. Dad, I need something.
Oh my God, dude, that happened to me. That happened to me last week. I was like, hey, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, and the bathroom is literally like right off of where we were. And yeah, a minute later, I hear yelling and like he's freaking out. I'm like, what are you doing? It's a goddamn problem.
Nothing.
My first colonoscopy. Hold on a second.
Rectum. Fuck yeah. All the way through to your large intestine.
Hold on.
All right, so we're going to put this giant tube up your rectum. Fuck yeah. All the way through to your large intestine. Yeah, you are, Doc. And we're going to need to put you to sleep for the procedure. No, I want to be awake for this. I don't know if we're allowed to. Am I going to need to speak to your manager? No. Okay, just lie down. Okay, I'm about to put it in. Are you ready? Fucking send it.
Fucking send it.
Bubba's, I set you a little too fucking hard, bud.
Tell me something you bought from China without telling me it's from China.
You bought from China without telling me it's from China.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Tell me something you bought from China without telling me it's from China.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Is connected successfully.
Perfectly fluent English to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, this is going to end well.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Bang.
it.
Oh.
All the way around, man.
Yeah.
What is that? A kick in the ass.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with the horses.
Beer for my horses.
There are 3 things that make someone happy throughout life. Number 1 is a house. 2 is flowers. Number 3 is a big dick.
Good morning, everybody.
I say try this at home, kids. I think everybody should try this at home.
Oh, I saw this.
That if you put baking soda into ketchup, something cool happens. So we're going to try it. Oops.
And I knew what was going to happen.
Well,
because baking soda and vinegar, you know.
Oh boy.
That's a goddamn mess, man. That is a lot of mess.
I would set her on fire like a.
Oh my gosh!
What a mess, man. That's crazy.
That is an outside toy, goddammit.
So, how would you describe your political beliefs? Sorry I'm late. I had to stop by the wax museum to give the finger to FDR. Had my shins blowed off in Korea.
I kill fitty man.
Fitty.
Fitty.
Fitty, fitty.
Fitty.
Baby fitty.
How's that T-tax feel now? $3 or £3.
99 cents.
99 cents.
It's organic.
Take that, sons of bitches.
Interesting fun fact: the company that started Arizona Tea used to make malt liquor.
Black Cobra?
Oh my God, is that a cat or a sheep? It's a shat. Don't call it that, please. It's a shitting.
A shitting named Shat.
Don't call it that, please.
This is my shitting named Shat.
Named Shitty Shat.
There you go. There you go.
Some of you don't think my minivan really makes 1,000 horsepower, so here are some racing videos.
Look at that thing.
C8 Corvette.
I'm surprised that a horizontal engine can do that.
Bye, buddy.
That'd be so much fun.
Skyline.
Dude, it's pretty crazy to think that you could be ripping that kind of horsepower in a 1994 Dodge Caravan or whatever the hell that thing is. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, that's super cool, man.
It's
a Honda.
It's Hyundai. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, Honda.
Honda.
Yeah.
Nobody likes Honda.
That's
Guy's
funny.
an asshole.
Well, he doesn't have any roommates anymore, does he? I don't know.
No, he moved out.
It only took him like 5 days to change the ceiling fan.
There you go.
I mean, hey, baby steps.
Baby step.
Butchers says butchers were the first to wear high heels. It was to keep their feet clean while slaughtering animals. Pretty crazy.
Okay.
Looks like I got an udder.
Yeah.
Couple udders.
What's the other one?
No, the other udders.
Hold on. Attends. Ant. Don't. So much. Don't. Time. Don't. Horsefly. Don't. 10. Don't. Wait, your aunt is spending so much of your time. You have so many horseflies in the tent. Attends, ton a autant de temps dans la tente. Hold on.
Sounds like Joey from Friends.
I don't know what this is. What is this? Oh, this was the Josh. Do you guys see the Josh fight? You know what the Josh fight is?
Yeah, that happened here.
Yeah. So basically on like Instagram or Facebook or whatever, they started tagging all these Joshes, all these people with the same name a year ago. And it said that they said they're going to meet up for a huge Josh fight and see who's the best Josh, and the Josh that won it was like a little 8-year-old kid. And they all had, a bunch of them had like Nerf, or not Nerf, but like pool noodles. They were all dressed up in cos. A bunch of them were in like cosplay and stuff. And the Josh that won was like a little 8-year-old kid. It was pretty cool. And they gave him a little belt, championship belt. Yeah, it's pretty neat. It is a really fun kind of thing that happened. I didn't know anything about it until like the day before, or a couple days before it was supposed to happen. Then all of a sudden it started going viral. But it's pretty neat. Let's see. Got pulled down.
Refresh.
No pug.
Here we go. Yeah, let me see here. That's weird.
Uh-oh, you might get another strike.
Nah, who knows? Nope. I've been having a little bit of Instagram issues on my phone too. Where like certain videos won't play. Huh. That's weird. What the fuck is going on? I lose internet or something? I mean, you guys are still here.
We're sorry. The number you have dialed is no longer in service. Please
Only
hang up and
mostly
try
here.
again later. This is a pre-recorded message.
Conor McGregor impersonator busted for using fighter's name to sell drugs.
That's awesome.
No shit. He's an English guy sentenced to 3 years in prison for impersonating Conor McGregor, and he was selling drugs using that to sell drugs. It fucking looks just like a man. It's crazy.
We should get him out.
Like
the baller alert.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Jesus Christ. Why the hell is it not? There we go.
Yeah.
Pug owners. My dog is the cutest thing ever. My dog.
Yeah.
Moist.
Way moist.
That is a situation.
What's that?
Way moist.
Way moist? Nothing wrong with that.
It's too much moisture is a problem.
What? This kid got a steak cake for his birthday. The bottom layer is prime. The bottom layer is prime rib, followed by ribeye, and topped with filet mignon.
That is the best idea ever.
Jesus, take my money, please.
And then it's got bacon.
Potatoes, yeah.
Yeah, and then it's got bacon wrapped around it too,
and taters.
Yeah, steak cake. There you go.
And some
I'm doing it for my birthday instead of pie this year.
LeBron, we're at the point where a girl can't even stab her friends anymore.
Jesus Christ.
It's a sad state of affairs.
She won't be stabbing nobody late now.
Dropped off a $2,000 dog, picked up a crack fiend.
Count your days.
Count your fucking days, PetSmart.
Fiend. Who with the gun snub?
Hey, look at that guy.
Ugh.
Who puts the X
still up there?
I don't know. It's looking good. Looking good.
Did you see my avatar earlier?
Your what?
Check out my avatar now.
Oh, snap. There you go. There you go. Some of these we went through.
I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah, that had to be, right?
Yep.
I lifted up my shirt to check out my abs and a Cheeto fell out. So there's that.
There's an extra salty one.
Jedi.
Only one? When you turn on the oldies station and they're playing 80s music. Yeah, how about that shit?
Right.
What?
Oh, not even that, dude. I told Alexa to play classic rock the other day, and all of a sudden Stone Temple Pilots came on. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah. Toyota Tacoma. I like it. I like it.
It's a Tacoma.
Yeah. Oh.
Oof.
Dating the wrong chicks, man.
I like this one. This one's funny. Rural cops looking at all the drama in big city departments. The fuck they doing over there?
Who there?
Who there? The fuck they doing over there?
Who that? Baby shit. That's what they doing.
Baby shoes.
Who that dude doing?
Knocking over mailboxes, pooping in your front yard,
backing over government employees.
Yeah. Micaiah Bryan didn't call the police for help. The activist lied. Journalist lied. Someone else called the police for help. And the guy in the video who scolds the cop for shooting her was trying to kick another girl's head after she narrowly avoided getting stabbed. The truth.
Debbie.
Dude, this shit this shit's fucking crazy. These yahoos out like that stand so close to these trucks. You can't even see. There's like so much dust. They just slam straight through the turn into a bunch of cars. Crazy.
Human.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're scaring me half to death.
Oh my God, Joan jumped it.
Oh! You're scaring me half to death.
Did you throw him in there?
Joan jumped it.
Oh!
This chick.
Oh.
Rest in peace, Becky.
Bouncy, bouncy.
Oh my God.
Sorry about your back.
Nope.
I ain't got.
Oh.
Do it again, Olivia. Too much, I can't. We shall do it.
In the face.
Never. Not in a million years.
Bam.
Never in a million years.
Ripped her tits right off.
Mel Gibson, Jason Momoa, and their son.
Oh. Ah.
So I like this guy's comment. 2.5 Men remake.
Oh Jesus
Christ.
That's racist.
Oh God.
Well, New York Holocaust is heckling you out there in the chat.
Is he the only one watching?
Well, no, I started doing this last week and only got a couple in and had to quit. So we're into some new ones from last week.
You got so rudely interrupted by family matters.
Yeah. I saw this, and I don't know why every Bass Pro Shop doesn't have this. A fucking claw machine for lures.
It's a big ass claw machine.
But how cool is that?
I don't know. How many bucks a try is it?
I mean,
probably $1.
I mean, a lure you can buy, a lure for like $7-8, something like that. We'll say. So if you put $1 in, put $1 in.
9 bags of 9mm there. You know how much money they make off that thing?
Yeah, fill it right up at 9mm.
Vegetable, fruit, salad.
Salad.
Salad. Yummy, yummy.
Mm-hmm.
Yummy, yummy. I get something in my tummy, and it's working its way right through.
Andrea, I'm sorry. Andrea, I love you. Andrea, eat beans with me. Dude's pulling out all the stops.
Yeah. So, be careful.
This is 100% true. Falling off a roof when you're a kid, no big deal. Sleeping in a weird position when you're in your 30s,
100%. My pillow wasn't tucked right. I'm wrecked.
Yeah. My pillow got scrunched up funny. Now I can't turn my neck for 3 weeks.
Yeah, the damn wife pulled the pillow out from underneath me, and now can't move my neck.
Ooh. You remember this?
Absolutely.
Who's old enough to remember mercurochrome? Woo, boy. That was like you cut yourself and somebody pried it open and the devil himself pissed in it. That was like liquid fire.
After he got some type of STD that was burning.
Man, that shit is liquid fire.
And then every other time you wipe out on your bike on pavement, you never told your mom you skinned your knee because you knew it was coming next with the mercurochrome.
Dude, I'll tell you what. And it had like the plastic stick in it, like a dipper. You know,
the little applicator. Yep.
Yeah. And if you got like a brush burn or like a road rash or something, holy shit, dude. It was, oh my God, talk about pain.
And methylite was another one.
Yeah, methylate, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, when I was a kid, and then they came out with like when I was young, then when I was little, they started like AAA antibiotic ointment started to become more popular.
Mm-hmm.
Like Neosporin wasn't a thing yet, but it was basically what Neosporin is. It was like a petroleum jelly triple antibiotic ointment. And holy shit, like you talk about the best thing since sliced bread. Sliced bread ain't got nothing on triple antibiotic ointment.
Or
if you were a kid, if you were a kid and you ever had somebody slather mercurochrome on a road rash versus triple antibiotic ointment, there is nothing better than triple antibiotic ointment in the planet. Sliced bread is. I'll give up sliced bread for the rest of my life to not have to throw mercurochrome on a fucking cut. I'll slice my own damn bread. You can keep that shit.
I'll just rip it and dip it in a butter.
Mercurochrome or the bread?
Shit?
Both.
Sorry, he punched me first. I told him to leave me the fuck alone. The nigga kept talking me crazy. This dude right there, I told him to leave me alone, man. He kept talking me crazy, and I punched his ass. I'm sorry.
I don't think we're here for you.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. My bad. Sorry.
Oh, okay. My bad. Never mind. Quick animal facts. Most raccoons cannot pilot a helicopter.
I want to know what the story behind this is.
I love it.
It's got to be true, right?
Mm-hmm. That Bill Burr?
Most of them.
That's Rocket.
All right. Who remembers
these?
Yeah. Nothing. They don't remember nothing.
Maybe an image of one person in text.
Let's see. Bubble beeper?
Bubble beeper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little transparent thing that had sticks of bubble gum in it, but it was like
I thought it looked like a box of mini mags.
Yeah, it kind of does a little bit. Yeah.
Hey, who found my baseball glove from when I was a kid?
Oh, yeah, I was plunging the toilets down on level 3.
Looks like OJ's glove, but white.
Oof. Racist.
Taking the knee for Black Lives Matter will be banned at the Tokyo Olympics as IOC seek to punish those who choose to make political protests following consultation with over 3,500 athletes. So go to China. China just tells you what you can and can't do. Japan just tells you what you can and can't do. You guys will like this one. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, we were having some trouble with the TV today. Some of the stuff wasn't coming in right.
This is where Ape has to come in with like a technical difficulty bulletin.
Ladies, gentlemen, and Jonases of all ages, we are currently experiencing technical difficulty due to assholery. Please stand by, and we will lubricate the assholery for the technical difficulties.
I've just bought my brother a bike for his birthday. I'm going to film his reaction.
How am I even meant to ride this?
Don't be so ungrateful. At least give it a try.
Jesus Christ.
Guys, I've just bought my brother a bike for his birthday. I'm going to film his reaction.
How am I even meant to ride this?
That's a horrible joke.
Guys, I gotta be up in 6 hours. I'm gonna let you head out.
All right, I'll see you, buddy. Thanks.
Later, bud.
Primary schools in Hungary opened again. This was on the national news. Look at this little kid back here giving the double deuces, double fingers. He's like, fuck this shit.
Fuck you, Tony.
Fuck you, Ezekiel.
Don't bring my mother into this.
Me trying to sneak out of the office without my boss knowing. Oop, I'm gonna go. I'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Maybe I'll see you Friday.
Wait.
Maybe I'll see you later. I'll see you later. No. Okay. This guy's
the batteries need replacing.
Yeah, this guy's comments like it's the boss trying to sneak out without the employees notice, and that's probably more. That's
Right.
more accurate. He's like, I'm gonna get out of here before these fuckers ask me to do anything.
That's when they just grab like a big envelope and walk like with authority to the door, and they're, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the post office or something.
Yeah,
I gotta go get this notarized.
Yeah, gotta go to the bank.
Domino's Pizza Ultra, double cheese, 8 times, double cheese. This pic just gave me lactose in toddler ants.
The fuck?
That's funny.
And then this one says, bone apple tea.
Yeah, don't bone apple tea. Her pimps. Not nice.
It's Godzilla.
Godzilla. What the heck is with that shirt?
I don't know why he's wearing it like that. He's a bro.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I want one of those mugs.
Oh, that's the dude from the
The Boys.
The Boys.
The Boys.
Yeah, that's like his tag word.
Butcher.
That's
Butcher.
right. Butcher. Yeah, I haven't watched it in a while.
We watched it about a month ago or a month and a half ago. We watched it. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what else is really good? If you haven't watched it, is Wentworth. Have you ever watched Wentworth?
No.
It's you know what Orange is the New Black is?
Yep.
It's an Australian version of that. I think it was first. I think my wife said that Wentworth started first, and then Orange is the New Black. But it's basically like Oz, but like a women's prison. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's like 8 seasons. It's really good if you're looking for something to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what this one is.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Smash. Okay, it's
Wait,
not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Not my daughter.
Yeah.
I don't know. When did she get a heavy forklift license? Oof.
I love it. I thought that big dude was going to get squished, though.
I thought the car was going to thought it was just going to rip the whole undercarriage out.
Yeah, I figured it was going to rip when I saw it coming, I was like, oh my God, somebody's going to get the axle ripped right out of there or something. These are pretty cool.
The little lapel pin.
Yeah. Kind of neat. I bet you're 10 times more expensive now than they were when they first started that business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could like bend those back and reload them.
Yeah, try and smash them back into the air.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. Fuck is
Robot struck and killed by self-driving Tesla.
Robots.
Didn't even consider them waging war on each other.
Come on. I wonder if Instagram is doing some sort of updates or something. I don't know why I would have trouble on my phone and on the computer. It's a pain in the ass because every time I update it, I gotta.
Damn.
Where is
Just dropped three watchers.
There you go.
There we are. No.
Negative Ghost Rider.
The pattern is full.
What the fuck?
Chicken butt.
No, it's not even. It was doing this the other week to me. I don't know what the hell. I'm hardwired into the internet. I don't know. Why censorship is important, why censorship is necessary, why censorship is important for the U.S., for us, why censorship is a good in schools. Benjamin, get the musket.
Looks like my great-grandmother.
She was a handsome bitch.
Badass.
I'm sick of people saying cops need more training. You had 18 years to teach your kids it's wrong to loot, steal, set buildings ablaze, block traffic, laser people's eyes, overturn cars, destroy buildings, and attack citizens. Foss says I'm doing the internet wrong. It could be.
The internet's in right.
I can't right-click.
Where's the any key?
Why does the inside of a cheese grater look like every rap music video from the early 2000s? All you need is Puffy and Mace and some silver jackets dancing in there.
It's called.
So here you go. This is in no shit news. This is a bad idea. Former salon owner indicted on a slew of counts after clients contract HIV from vampire facials.
The fuck?
Maria.
That's right.
Maria DeRuse. Maria something or other DeRuse is the former owner of some bullshit spa in New Mexico. Her spa offered various services, including the trendy vampire facial, which pulls blood from a person's body and then reinserts the blood back into a particular part of the person's body to heal and repair it. On Monday, Ramos de Ruiz was charged, and it was announced that she was officially indicted by the New Mexico Attorney General's office on Wednesday for giving some of her clients HIV. Her arrest comes after an
the same needle
investigation
for a lot of people.
Yeah, or the same equipment, tubing or whatever. Her arrest comes after an investigation was launched into her business back in 2019. At least two of the salon's clients contracted HIV after receiving vampire facials. Reads a statement from New Mexico's Attorney General.
Well, number one, if you're going to get a vampire facial, I think you might deserve AIDS. I don't know.
Or maybe you need to actually find a vampire.
Maybe.
If you're crazy enough to have somebody else's blood put all over your face and your eyes and your mucous membrane, that's not healthy.
2 p.m. Gonna save the other half of this sandwich for later. 2:06. Time to finish that sandwich.
Yeah, can you 100% Reuben up? Eat it in the car.
So I can eat it as soon as so I can open the box back up and finish it.
Well, it's not as good when it cools off.
Why I season my cutting board, not my steak. Why I wipe my toilet seat, not my ass. That's fucking weird.
Is this my prom photo?
Yeah.
And this is
I've seen this.
Be a contestant on ABC's The.
Here, hold on.
My name is Crystal Light, and this is my
Crystal
audition
Light.
to be a contestant on ABC's The Bachelor. I'm not like those other girls because I put out every time. One time I got bit by a skunk, and I bit that sucker back. I've only had herpes one time, and I've only had gonorrhea twice. I can eat a Subway footlong in just 3 bites. I also play the ukulele professionally. I'm also a master of disguise. You can't even see me right now. Get a shot of my butt.
I
So when
don't
y'all are
wanna
picking
see you
contestants
ever.
for The Bachelor, just remember, I can make all his dreams. My name is Crystal.
I swear, dude, we watch the same exact things on Instagram.
I like this one. I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. Spine, lither, ginger, and subtext. Yeah. Good luck. Woman pleads guilty to hate crime charges after admitting she hit 2 kids with a car based on their race. The fuck?
What?
She looks like a real winner.
Smack her upside the head.
There you go. What the fuck, man?
That don't make sense. Huh?
Caitlyn Jenner announces that she's running for California governor.
Yeah, sure,
Can't
why
be any
not?
worse than what's his fuck.
As a Republican.
Well, a California Republican.
Yeah, that don't count.
Tim Cook unveils air fryer he got for Christmas. The Onion. Fucking air fryers. Funniest tweets of the week. I blame Barney for making me believe I love you, you love me, fat purple bitch.
Taser.
Yeah. What are you doing after work? Going to bed, bro. I ain't no superhero.
Hi, how you doing? What's your name?
Jamari?
Jamari. Are you smart?
Yes.
Spell Massachusetts.
Massachusetts?
Yeah.
What's that? Okay, M.
Okay.
S.
Uh-huh.
H.
Uh-huh.
You said Tutions?
I said Massachusetts. Spell Massachusetts.
I just said the M.
Uh-huh.
I did all that, but I need to do what you call them.
What you need to do?
There you go.
That salad's totally grossing me out. I've completely lost my appetite. How long have you been a meat eater for? I only eat meat. I'm going to the Meat Stock Fresh Festival. Are you going? Yeah, I want the tofu spring rolls, except I don't eat tofu. So do you have like a tofu flavored chicken you can substitute in for me? It's not that vegetable eaters are bad people. It's just that they're terrible people. This sausage is a meat-based vegetable substitute for cucumber. It's got the taste and the texture of an actual cucumber with none of the cucumber. Eating plants makes your body way too alkaline, which will definitely kill you. You really want that? All you need is some meat to be healthy and thrive. You get everything you need from meat. Beef is loaded with carbs. Orcas are even more spiritually evolved than humans, and they only eat seal meat. So that means humans should only eat meat because it's the most spiritually evolved diet. That salad's...
Church of the Ribeye.
She didn't get to wear her wedding dress because of the pandemic, so she put it on to get her vaccine. What the fuck?
Doing that wrong.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I bet she eats carbs.
Ain't this the truth? When people say she's really nice once you get to know her, may as well say she's a bitch and you just get used to it.
Wait, what's it say? Sounds like what I tell people about you, Mystic.
Whoa.
Reply. Slowly.
So you've chosen death.
Oh, you gotta go down the bottom.
And why is it?
You gotta go to the bottom where it says "at the real gun snub."
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, okay. Weird.
Weird.
Weird. I don't know what the hell this is. Oh, man seen walking strangely in airport caught smuggling over $60,000 in gold in his butt.
I thought that was garlic bread.
6 of one, half dozen of the other.
See where my mind's at.
Here you go. Me telling my parents I've never smoked weed in our house. Our house.
Those big eyelids.
Me walking into the bathroom to brush my teeth. The smell of dad's shit kicks you right in the face.
Ooh,
The gun snob, but yeah.
Foss liked it.
Yeah. Old Jorge.
Where was Jorge, that son bitch?
Let me stop you right there. I lost interest as soon as you opened your mouth.
Skeletor.
Yeah. The world if cops would stop interfering with knife fights. Just let kids be kids. Just let them stab it out. It'll be all right. Here's a lawnmower for you.
Yeah.
I like that lawnmower, huh?
Yeah, so what the heck's this about you not being able to pay us?
Yeah. Little Dodge Ram.
At least it's not a fucking Ford Ranger.
Fucking Ford Ranger.
As it gets from Joe Biden. This country is doomed. It is doomed, not just because of African Americans, but because by 2040, this country is going to be minority white European. Hear me? Minority white European. And you guys are going to have to start working more with Hispanics, who make up a larger portion of the population than y'all do. Racist as it gets.
What the fuck is he?
God.
That didn't sound good, Joe. That didn't sound good, Joe.
No.
Joe, the dog-faced boy.
When you scream out the lyrics of a song, but it hasn't gotten to that part yet. Oop.
I do that all the time.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. My bad.
My bad.
Little Steve Buscemi Hulk. Oh, that's a bummer. Sorry about skewering your truck there, buddy. My bad.
Well, at least you didn't hit the boat.
Who says you didn't have to have a certification?
Call me crazy, but
Oh, almost.
You can do it.
Almost.
You can do it. You can do it.
He might.
Not.
He dug himself a hole. Too bad. Almost got away, buddy.
I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for that gravity.
My new favorite sports ball team, Caucasians. Barf.
Sports ball.
Barf.
Sports ball. Barf.
Caucasian.
Oh.
oh my god, we, oh my god, everyone do we, everyone do we.
A bunch of fine apes.
No, fine ape don't do the swimming thing.
Babysitting.
For the record, if someone is trying to stab me, I'd appreciate you shooting them.
Duly noted.
Yeah.
Just for the record.
Just in case. Rage Against the Machine never specified what type of machine they were furious, but I reckon it was probably a printer.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking printers, man. when you watch a YouTube tutorial on how to upgrade your Glock and now it won't shoot.
25-cent trigger job.
I fucked it up. Most expensive car ever. Ah, son of a bitch.
Audi, Honda, Infiniti, GMC, Nissan.
Look at this thing. Defiance Machines. Snowy Mountain Rifles. Check this fucking thing out. Carbon fiber camo. Pretty sweet looking.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a precision rifle? Where's the red dot?
You got no red dot. You got these little posts sticking up. Those are actually the sights. That's how precise you got to be. It's just a front and a rear post, and you got to get them. You got to get them close together, and you'll be all right. Oh, the gun snob showed up after I gave him some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Today I discovered two things. A tank silencer is bigger than the tank, and there are tank silencers. We got to get one of them. Moo and Ape, what a panel. Yeah, this is the C team.
This is the A team of the C team.
Okay, so have you ever how many times have you gone to the movie and you buy the ticket and they say enjoy the movie and you say you too like they're actually going to watch it and you feel like an asshole? I do that about half the time. This is the same thing. Would you like a receipt with that? Thank you. Thanks. You too. Okay, have a nice day. No thanks. Me, the cashier. The fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you? What is wrong with you, man?
You go. You walk into a convenience store. Hey, how you doing? Good. How are you? I'm fine. Well, how are you?
Yeah. You still doing okay from 3 seconds ago?
That's right.
There's no scenario where this works. None. Hey, Bob, you want to take a shit together? Sure. Let's go. This guy, says when you fill one up, just scoot over to the other side.
It's like you'd be fighting for the armrest like on an airplane.
Yeah, that's actually the Gun Snob and Mystic Guns. They use that one together.
Quality time.
Yeah, the Mad Crapper and the Missus.
Mystic Buns.
Mystic Buns. There you go. There you go. You get one of those in your truck.
Ouch.
That's a GMC.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing when I first Jimenez MC.
and the license plate says bullshit.
Yeah.
Wah wah wah.
Yeah. Geico? I got a saw blade in my grill.
Yeah.
And like in the engine block.
Okay, who remembers these? You remember these?
They still make the damn things.
The Rockin' Flowers. Oh my god, I remember those.
Uh-oh.
Boy, Gun Snob's going, uh-oh.
And retracted a bunch of messages.
Uh-oh. This old lady's out there too. She
finally read her messages.
She stinks.
I'm in line at McDonald's. Shitty little kid behind me screaming he wants an apple pie at his mother. I get to the counter. Hi, I'll have a number 3 large. And excuse me, how many apple pies do you have back there? 12. I'll take them all.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, that was very not nice of you to do.
Sir?
Yeah.
Sir?
Do you know this person? Safeway on Osborne is looking for help identifying the serial bread sitter. Who the fuck sits on a fucking pile of bread? What kind of sociopath does that?
They said she had a yeast infection. She thought she was. Oh, that's what. Yeah, damn it. I wasn't. It's so fluffy. She's got a full-on fallopian fungus.
She's just adding a little extra sour to the sourdough.
That's how they make that swirl rye.
Ugh.
Yeah, marbled rye, skid mark rye.
I wanted a Hawaiian roll.
She making skid mark rye.
Skid mark.
Yeah. Skid mark.
Life in the skids.
This is a helpful hint too for everybody lifting a baby. Lift them like that, not by the head. It's never
Unless a
good
blender
idea.
is involved.
That's true. You never want to miss the look on their face. How about that shit? Looking out the window and seeing that? Fuck.
And they said there's no smoking on aircraft.
That's true. The guns. Oh, what the fuck? I remember when I was a kid, you could go to the store with $1 and come home with 3 bags of chips, 2 candy bars, and a cold drink. Now they have cameras everywhere.
I know the chunky who left this chunky.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. Walking into the Scholastic Book Fair. How about that book fair back in the day, man?
Oh, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Buying all sorts of cool shit.
Blacklight posters.
I want to put a sign like this at the restaurant. Come in and try the worst coffee one woman in TripAdvisor had in her life.
Well, you talk to management and see
Yeah.
if you can pull that off.
The gun snob says he loved the book fair. Like he can read.
Mm-hmm.
That's
No, he just liked the smell of the glue that they used to bind them.
That's where he used to pick up the chicks.
I always thought it would be funny to sort of put people's stupid ass Yelp reviews up, somewhere in the restaurant. Like have like a little notebook or something with a minute, like a binder, and you can flip through it and see what kind of dumbass shit people say.
Well,
Just to
Midnight,
kinda
with how cheap some of the flat panel TVs are, just go to Walmart, spend $50 on it, and just have it right on your Yelp page, just constantly displaying and refreshing every 5 minutes.
The gun snob sent me this one. He said, this talented young chef just broke the Guinness World Record for the most pies baked in a day. Google Lexi Bandera multiple cream pies for more information. So proud of her.
And bookmarked.
That's a visual.
Couldn't sleep last night. I kept thinking about how the Green Ranger had a dagger that was a flute, which sounded like a synthesizer that was trying to sound like a trumpet, and he blew into it with his helmet on. It's like, what? They told Speed Racer that his opponent wants to win so he can afford to buy medication for his dying sister, and this motherfucker started speeding up.
He doesn't have sound on this?
Why should I let him win? I'm out to win myself. Now sign off and don't bother me.
But Hawk must win so that he can pay for the doctors to make his sister well.
Doesn't matter to me what his reasons are for wanting to win. I wouldn't be playing fair if I let him win the race on purpose.
Please let him win, Speed.
What a dick.
Jackass.
His sister's gonna die. I know, right? Is the biggest asshole in the history helmet. I like this. This is
like
funny.
that one.
Moderna, Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson.
Visit COVID-19 Information Center for vaccine resources.
Yeah. Oops.
Oh, damn it. vending machines all out of iced tea.
When you eat a grape at the grocery store and make eye contact with an employee. How are you doing?
Well, my me, sir.
I just ate that grape that 900 people just touched.
Yeah. Ugh, tired. Took my boys to Hooters and captured this gem.
What is that? Oh, I saw this.
Pulled him out. Oh, thanks. I'm out of here.
Saved you,
and see you later. Son of a bitch. That's it. You're staying in there.
You're free.
Whee!
All right, shopping list: bread, milk, pasta, eggs, mayo, cocaine. Just kidding. All right, shopping list: bread, milk, pasta, eggs, mayo, cocaine. Just kidding.
Smart dog.
I mean, Big Beaver exit 69.
I told you that's the real thing.
Me? I mean, Big Beaver exit 69.
That's in Detroit, Michigan.
Oh yeah,
Detroit, Rock City.
If you make it, you take exit 69 to Big Beaver Road. You hang a right, and that's how you get to Moo's house.
It's all the
Or an extra kid. It all depends on what day it is.
You hang a right, as long as you don't get directions from some asshole.
Just comply. I don't know what to tell you. Bye.
Bye.
And now that we have U.S. representatives,
that's when Maxine Waters opened her big fucking flappy mouth.
Pie flapper.
Ugh. Yeah.
Flap on.
Flap off.
If only you could turn it off.
Mm-hmm.
My plants. Please, sir, I need water. I'm dying. My plants after I watered them. Wow, that was way too much water, jackass. Fucking idiot. How about that? Like, yeah, you're like, whoa, man, this thing's dry as hell. You put it in there and you're like, uh-oh, now everything's floating around. I'm screwed.
Or it pisses all over the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, I think that's it. Unless there's
Sneeze too hard.
Yeah.
Who the heck was it on? And Matt's Discord or was bitching because they sneezed too hard and actually threw out their back.
Oh, I've had my back crack. Like I've sneezed and my back pops. You know, like pop, pop, pop. I'm like, oh, yeah.
And you move around, it's like, oh, that didn't keep hurting.
Yeah, exactly. Like, hey, oh, that kind of felt good.
Then you sneeze again and something goes tink, and you're right back to square one.
Yeah, you're like, this is awesome. Oh, damn it.
And then you try and stand up. You're like, I can't feel my legs.
Or my toes. Or anything above my neck.
Racist as it gets from Joe.
There was a couple of them that didn't play. I don't remember. Oh, this one. The most expensive car ever. This dude's got like every emblem from every car. It's awesome.
Saab Corolla.
Saab Corolla.
He's even got 4x4 and V8 on there.
BMW Oldsmobile.
Robert, the first man to go to the moon without a space rocket.
No.
True
I
fact.
found a game for buddies.
Oh fuck!
What?
The fuck?
What's the difference between a lentil and a chickpea? I wouldn't pay 200 quid to have a lentil on my face.
Oh, this one didn't come up. It's weird that no pizza place on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ever questioned the delivery address being the sewer. Just leave it on the sewer grate. All right.
Cool, dude.
Moo, you need to get one of these.
Somehow I don't think. Silicone has its elastical limit.
That's hilarious.
I think that's it. Unless anything new and interesting popped up. But I don't think so. Ooh. Ooh, pew pew.
Could you?
My humble entry.
There you go. Well, look at that card too. Look at that. That looks great.
Heck yeah.
Super clean. Yeah. That's awesome. It's so clear.
Son of a bitch. Stop pulling on your leash. You're choking yourself. Quit kink shaming me, Lisa. Let's look at this guy's chin. He's got some funny stuff here. Lunch ladies be thick as hell saying, grab a fruit, baby. Shit, I'm about to grab that ass. What? Portal Wombat. Sometimes I just be pissing.
Yeah.
Look at that view. Yeah, I'm going to go piss off that thing.
Kissing this cat.
Yeah. And there's another one.
Portal Wombat.
Yes.
Look at this shit.
Things to do in France. Number 1, leave. This guy's pretty good too. Yeah. Here's your Social Security card. It's paper, and it has to last you forever. Don't laminate it. Good luck, asshole.
Yep. And don't lose it.
Yeah.
I just got a new one.
How'd that go for you?
Good.
Does anyone know why your hair starts to grow like this if you never leave the town where you went to high school?
Karen.
Bunch of Karens.
Fucking Karen.
Yeah, let's see.
Sriracha.
What did I... Let's see. What did I... Let's see, what did I do? Oh, I did. Yeah, this one. So I had a new subscriber. His name was Robert Buzzard. So I said first I got Gizzard Gary, then Robert Buzzard. Pretty soon I'll be dealing with Vinny Vulture, Turkey Trent, Harry Hawk, maybe Eddie the Eagle will swing by and talk about gun stuff. Pretty cool.
Good fact.
Cal Lamari. You got some premium choice beef anus. Beef anus is good stuff.
It's kind of a stretch.
My computer in my head was going crazy. I'm like, what?
Are we living in a time where people believe you should call the cops over kids playing with the first pick, but not when attacking each other with the second? Yes. I believe I've stumbled across the Yankee Marshals alt account on Instagram. In this house, we believe Bigfoot is real. I'm going to kiss him. He will be my lover. I will be the little spoon. Me and Bigfoot will fuck, and you can't stop us. There's little ghost with that big old shotgun.
That big old top knot.
Man bun.
No, tree people are watching. And then, it's a pickle. Yep. It's a pickle.
We should tickle that pickle. Never tickle another man's pickle unless they ask you to.
Especially with a head on it like that.
I mean, it's
So
not even
angry.
the right shaped head.
It's not even. He looks so disinterested.
It was 420, I bet.
It might have been.
He does live in California, where the weed flows like the salmon from Capistrano.
Picklefornia.
Pickle California.
Welcome to the Pickle California.
There's Glenn Jacobs. That's Kane, if you don't know, from back in the day. He's mayor in Tennessee.
Was that the bad guy?
What's that?
Kane. Was that the bad guy from Batman or something?
No, Kane was that was Bane.
Undertaker, Kane.
Sorry.
Undertaker, Kane and Undertaker. Pew pew pew.
Vroom vroom vroom.
Pew pew pew.
Frank's Red Hot Goldfish? Nah, I don't think so.
George is addicted to the bacon goldfish now, he said.
Thought it was a pizza.
Oh, yeah? I never had a bacon one. How alcoholic construction workers look at junky construction workers. All right. I say we call it a night. And you got your Foss avatars, your Fossitar.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed. It's cropped off there. You can't see AOC on the other side.
Yeah, you just have to move AOC to more towards the crotchal region.
The crotchal.
Please, the technical term is groinal.
Then they got the snob boxers with the with the gizzard
tattoo,
shoulder tattoo.
You got Hillary there licking on his legs. Yeah,
I did not do this, by the way.
Bullshit.
Sure.
Besides, we all know that shouldn't be Hillary there. That should be Joe. He likes playing with the leg hairs.
Somebody sent me this.
Somebody named Moo.
Sure.
No, I'll take responsibility, but it wasn't me.
All right. You guys got anything coming up that you want to plug? Anything else? Anything fun going on?
Not really.
Nope.
Got Mother's Day weekend coming up next weekend. I'm doing a 14-pound brisket.
Nice. Yeah, I remember you talking about that last week.
I can't wait. I'll probably pull it out of the freezer on Tuesday night. Throw it in the fridge and trim it up and smoke it.
Pulled out Tuesday for Sunday.
Yeah, I'll probably smoke it. I'll probably start it Friday night, so it's done on Saturday because everybody's got to go home on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll need a couple days on that. You'll need 3 days probably to thaw that son of a bitch.
Yeah, so I'm saying Tuesday night. So I got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night. Then I'll throw it in the smoker about maybe 2-3 in the morning Friday night.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
That's
You
my
throw some
plan.
pictures. Throw some pictures up on Instagram.
Oh yeah. I bring the bitches running fastest.
He spelled it. He did it wrong. He means he gives them the runs. It's just poor. That's just poor English.
Mm-hmm.
I bring the bitches the runs. Yay, I do.
That's something coming out that needs to be plugged.
He works at a grocery store, so he just brings a bunch of toilet paper. He looks like a fucking hero. Look at what I got.
Did I say snob boxers?
Yeah, snob, obnoxious, same difference.
Snob noxious.
Yeah, they're a
Fucking
power couple.
Snob noxious. There you go.
Like J-Lo or wherever the fuck those people in the place where movies are made.
Pretty soon they're going to have one of those they're going to need one of those 3-seater outhouses. Snob on one side, obnoxious on the other, and Mystic in the middle.
Well, if you sit facing each other, you get 4 people in there.
Oh.
Ugh. That is just unsavory.
Don't cross the swords.
Forget about the swords. Don't cross the chocolate rivers.
Don't cross the fudge. She heard they what?
They them?
The hell you be talking about, yo? They heard they, yo. All right, let's get the hell out of here. I'm fucking tired. I want to get the hell to bed.
All right.
She says, "What the fuck?" All right, 8, take us out of here. Let's get out of here before Mystic gets all hot and sweaty and pissed off
with her obnoxious.
She might be posting on Snob's OnlyFans.
There you go.
On that note, ladies, gentlemen, and gentlemen of all ages, thank you for watching.
Hold on 1 second. And so Moo, you said something about the slap rounds in the private chat. Did you guys see did you guys watch the Kentucky Ballistics video?
Right when
we've watched the video. I've argued with people on Matt's Discord about it.
About what?
About how I don't even fucking remember. I woke up at 6 a.m. this morning when I'm normally awake at 1 p.m. I don't know. It's people going Tal Flatermouse, Jeff, the guy who does the slow motion and shoves weird shit in shotgun shells.
Right.
He put out a whole video about the top 5 reasons why Kentucky Ballistics should not have posted this video.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
The title of it was "Never Go Full Grebner."
Yeah.
That's
petty. Now, from Jeff's perspective, I can understand that. Oh yeah, my whole channel is based around or got started on. Let's put weird ass shit in shock 12 gauge shells and see what happens. And whether he had this could be me at any freaking time of this going off, even though he never shoots anything. But most of it was, it's gonna look bad. You're gonna be a meme forever, and then you're gonna hurt the sales of those rifles and other shit. And it was like, you're being kind of petty and bad and stuff. I mean, then I watched the one by Ian on Forgotten Weapons, and at least him, that was providing some good context and stuff of, here's how guns can go kaboom. Here's what might have happened, and here's how over the 150 some odd years that we've had smokeless metallic cartridges, rifle designers have mitigated a way to where if that thing does go kaboom, it'll fail in a safe way or in a less damaging way. So
well, and I'll say this, I don't hold much against Kentucky Ballistics for what happened. I think if anything, you can look back on it and say, man, shooting some of those old mill syrup rounds is is dangerous. I mean, there is some danger to it, just like shooting old milsurp rifles. I mean, an old 8mm or something like that seems fine. You throw a round in it, and the round could be fine, and who knows? I mean, something's wrong with it. It's headspace is off. Like you never know. Like
it could be some super hot ammunition that somebody made for trying to get extra power out of their particular country's heavy machine gun, or whatever. Like Kentucky Ballistics said, these slap rounds, they're $100 plus rounds because they're not available to the public. So whether somebody found something and put one together, or if this is something that had been bouncing around since the 90s and all those powder grains just got ground down into a finer powder by being
moved around
and jostled and everything. But
watch Ian's video too. He kind of goes into that a little bit.
I just think I don't have an issue with what he did as far as putting out the video and how he did it. I think he did it in a way that was informational and in a way that was respectable. I think, he definitely wasn't trying to, it didn't come off as trying to take advantage of the situation in any way. Like he was trying to look cool or, or try and get a bunch of subs for it or anything like that, or trying to do anything nefarious. I think he was telling a story. I think he was telling a story about something that happened, and I think he seemed pretty truthful and honest about it. And at the same time, I think that why not tell the story? Like, what good comes from not telling the story and letting people come to their own conclusions and tell what they heard happened? There's nothing good will come of that, because if he doesn't put out a video, who knows what people were saying? Oh, he didn't have like the people I'd heard, people had said like, it's I will never buy a Serbu. That gun's obviously
unsafe,
not built,
and blah blah
not
blah,
unsafe, and like it's not the gun. It was a bad combination. It was, and people are saying like, oh, it's not strong enough, and that end cap isn't strong enough, and all that kind of stuff. Dude, have you ever seen what happens to a bolt gun when a bolt gun blows up? That bolt can fly straight back into your fucking face. Like, that shit happens. Like, I've seen pictures of bolt guns that something happened and it sheared the locking lugs off and the bolt just comes flying back at somebody. It catches them in the cheek or something like that. It happens. Not very often, thank God. But it's weird how where people's conclusions jump to right away. They want some kind of blame. They want to blame something. And whatever their mind goes to is what's the blame. And they just asked Night Strike. He explained it to us the other night. I didn't listen to Night Strike.
Was he able to stay in his inside voice, or did he get into his outside stadium voice when discussing it?
It was brutal.
Okay, and then I keep skipping it.
Yep.
Dead Horse is saying the gun is unsafe. I've been saying it's unsafe for 5 years, and no, a bolt gun does not blow back into your face. That doesn't happen anymore. They are designed to blow up safely.
Safer.
I'm not saying modern guns. I know I've buy the $800 cheapest BMG on the market, and what do you expect? I'm not I'm not trying to blame the gun. I'm not trying to blame anything. I think regardless of what happened or how it happened, I don't have a whole lot of insight into any of that. I've just seen catastrophic failures happen in different ways, and not personally, obviously, but shit does happen. And what my main concern is people like would be somebody saying that he shouldn't have put out his own video on it. I think that's goofy to say that he shouldn't, because I think his his statement and his story is important, to the situation.
At the very least, it is a good reminder to wear safety glasses when shooting. At the very least, it's a good public service since he showed that end cap when it did come off, it smacked right on the bottom part of that of that polycarbonate.
Glasses. Yeah, it's crazy, but yeah, it was pretty nuts. I mean, I'm not. Yeah, like I said, I'm not trying to defend anything. I'm not trying to defend any part of it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I don't know if something was wrong with the round or not. Who the fuck knows? I'm not the dude to look at. I'm not the guy to give answers about that shit. But I just know that shit does happen, and I mean the reaction of him and his dad was pretty fucking amazing. The dude really shouldn't be alive. Honestly, it seems like,
No, a couple more millimeters off to one side, and that one safety lug would have gone into his skull.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nuts. Dead Horse says it's 100% the gun's fault. I don't know. I mean,
it's 50-50. It's like with anything else that turns to shit. It's not one single thing. It's either a laundry list of things or it's a combination of those things. Now, can we blame the fact that a gun exploded from what may have been a highly overpressurized round? No, we really can't. Can we blame it that it failed in a way that was not safe to the shooter? Probably, yes. We can say that the design of the gun is not designed as well as other contemporary guns.
Yeah, that's probably a good way to look at it. And that's, I guess, a good way to look at it would be, okay, this gun, the chances of a round being pressured highly enough to bomb this gun is pretty unlikely. But if it would happen, how do we want it to fail? It's like having crumple zones in a car, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the chances of you slamming into a a brick wall at 60 miles an hour is pretty slim. But if you do, here's what we want to happen to the car. Mm-hmm. And if that somehow that round got super overpressured to the point where it was going to blow that gun up, how do you want that gun to blow up? And blowing up straight back into your face is not the most ideal, right?
Yeah.
And that's where, I mean, Dead Horse saying like modern bolt action rifles wouldn't do that. I don't know. But I will say some of the pictures of the older ones, like old milsurps or some certain milsurps, I guess. I don't know. I've seen pictures of where people have had bolts come back at them. Maybe that's something of the past, which is good, and that's probably the way they look at it. Like, I know there's a lot of ports now. I don't know if they had that kind of stuff back in the day, where they had, like, if you had a ruptured case and the gas somewhere for the gas to escape.
I have a 1942 production or 1903 A3, and it does have the gas vent drilled off to one side of the receiver. Yeah.
Cool. And Ian does talk about the different lugs and the safety lug and stuff like that in his video too, which I wasn't aware of, and the gas. I think the gas ports too.
Yeah.
And I don't know. This just popped into my head because I know certain people were, touting up of, well, that wouldn't have happened that way with like a Barrett or something like that. It's one of those things where, okay, would have been worse, or probably wouldn't have been worse. Or what would have happened if it had been in one of the recoil-operated guns like a Barrett, or if he had one of the, what the heck are, like Barrett's low-end one. It's almost like a bullpup, pulled-pup bolt gun where, that would have exploded right next to his face, if we're going off the theory that it was, in fact, a overpressured round and not, fatigue or anything else in it,
Yeah, did he say how many rounds he had through that rifle?
I don't
think
I
so.
don't know. He only said, or from what I remember of the video, all he said was that he was messing around with a couple of or he was going to shoot a couple of the slap rounds at a fire hydrant.
Mm-hmm.
I think he shot like one AP or like a regular AP round, and that shot where he didn't think it was going to. Then he shot a slap round, and it shot like a foot.
Yeah, he said it was
down
shooting, like,
and
real
several
weird.
feet to the left. Then he tried another, like regular AP or something, and that shot just fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Well, he said he had been shooting that rifle for years, so he had lots of rounds to it. That's what he said.
Okay. Yeah, I
But
didn't
that
know
day,
how.
Yeah, Ian talks about that too, about that one round with, and Scott even said, he goes, well, there's a lot of flash on that one, and
Yeah.
it was shooting goofy, and I don't know.
Yeah. I wonder if I mean, you know, it's I don't know if you'll probably never know, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you probably never know, but yeah, he said, you know, about how they were shooting all over the place. I mean, could there have been something that could there have been some sort of defect in the gun where it was all of a sudden caused those rounds to lose their accuracy and then finally catastrophically failed, you know? I don't know.
Yeah, the only way to know would be to hop in the DeLorean, go back and either pull those rounds or X-ray it, and then have to do like a spectral analysis to see what the powder actually is.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'd never heard of a slap round before that. I don't know. It's the first time I ever heard the term. So, all right, let's get out of here. 8. Finish it up.
All right, I'm going to give you a minute to think of anything before I start this again. So, anything else you can think of?
No, I'm good.
Midnight, if you keep picking at your hair, it's never going to grow back.
I just I looked at the private chat and you said something about slap rounds. Like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot that happened.
So, ladies, gentlemen, and Jonas of all ages, thank you for watching Midnight Range TM's The Closer. This concludes our regular program, but we'll be back at roughly the same time next week. That is both a promise and a threat. I'm talking to you there, Jimmy. Where's my damn money? Gun Channel's Community Monday Night Programming at 5 p.m. Eastern, maybe. Sometimes he moves it to, let's see, that'd be 7 p.m. Eastern. Never Enough Ammo has his hasty headlines, but he's been short-staffed, so, you know, he'll get to it when he gets to it. At 7 p.m. Eastern, it's the Polite Society Podcast on Facebook. At 8 p.m. Eastern, Clovertac has something, and Hawaii Volcano Squad apparently is eating papayas and other stuff from his own trees. At 9 p.m. Eastern, it's Never Enough Ammo, a.k.a. Mr. Matt's Guns and Geek Podcast, The Week in Geek. This week they're going to be talking about, I think, Bad Batch comes out this week. Love, Death, and Robots is going to be coming out on the 15th. And then the last episode of Invincible on Amazon. Check out GunTube.org as a free and unrestricted Pro2A video platform. If you like what you see, go give Night Strike a couple of dollars. For cool and unique two-way swag like pretty much every patch you see here, go over to GearWebsites.com. That's GearWebsites.com for cool and unique two-way swag. And remember, Slim Jim is candy, hot dog is sandwich, and never eat a place from a fudge called Uranus unless you heat it to an internal temperature of 500 degrees Celsius.
Never eat fudgy Uranus.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
or
do
Uranus-y
it.
fudge.
That might be better. I don't know. See ya.
Bye.